Here we go.
Yahoo! You're listening to Stick Drift, a bi-weekly show where we talk about the world of video games and the culture surrounding them. I'm Power Glover, Monkey Man, and with me is...
Norita!
Yeah! If you like it or you hate it, please would you rate it? Follow the Rule of Cool and leave a like on the mic. You can find us on YouTube at StickDriftPodYT, on Twitter/X at StickDriftYT, and lastly on our Facebook page, Stick Drift. We're also on Spotify. Each of our content has its own channel, so for specific podcasts, please subscribe to each. Make sure you get the newest audio content in your feed. Noah, we've been playing some Donkey Kong Bonanza. How you feeling about that? Yeah. We're jonesing, dude.
We love it. It's so good. It's so much fun. It's
so fun.
It just feels like they took all the DNA from like classic rare 3D platformers and somehow made it work in modern gaming. Like it feels like a rare platformer. Like it feels like they stole people from that team.
You know what this game needs? This game doesn't have enough knights in it, you know? I've been thinking about this. So, okay, a little background. We'll actually talk about games. We want to broach this because this is funny, okay? We are Knights Ops, you and I. We are Knights.
I like the looks of Knights, but the idea and looks of Knights is good. I do like
I hate I'm the opposite of you because I hate both. I hate the look and the feel of Knights.
So, I don't like how that game plays. It's bad. It's a bad game.
It's bad. It's a bad game for bad people. No one should play it. One of the guys, I think he directed Knights or was part of Knights, directed Donkey Kong Bonanza. So when I saw it, I fell to my knees in the local Walmart. You know, insert store here. Because I was like, oh no, the Knights erasure's come too. We can't talk about it anymore in good conscience if this game is good, you know?
Yeah, I mean, well, they've got Yuji Naka behind lock and key, and so hopefully Knights will never escape with him. So...
again, his crime, he's paying for the crime that's not a big deal. His biggest crime is making Sonic games. But
whoa. We can make fun of Knights all day long in Balan Wonderworld, but you gotta slow down on the Sonic stuff, mate. Some of those games are good. Some of those are good.
I love my reverse draw instances. What can I say? Oh my gosh. Anyway, this is Stick Drift. Welcome. Noah, he moved. If you're watching video, he's got some boxes in the background.
Boxes.
I asked him to stage this for Flair. Like, hey, you moved. Show the boxes. I want to see the boxes.
Lots of boxes.
And we have boxes.
Yippee.
Yes, this is all I wanted. It's that visual storytelling Bethesda's been telling me about.
Oh, visual storytelling.
It's the skeleton on the toilet version of
visual
storytelling.
and then they throw away their visual identity when they do a remaster of a beloved game. So
don't say that. Don't say that. I want my green fields. What's wrong with you? You made everybody too hot. They're not ugly anymore. Ugh. Anyway, it's been a while since we recorded one of these things. Noah moved. I did not. We had a good I think we've been playing a lot of games. I've been finishing a lot of stuff. That feels good. A lot of new games I've been kind of touching here and there. But yeah, like the bulk of this I think is going to be our initial thoughts on DK Bonanza. That came out last night. I played about 30 minutes last night. I played about 5.5 hours today. So I am deep in that game. Deep. But yeah, not a whole lot of preamble because we kind of have a lot to get to. And yeah, like we alluded to it. Let's start there. Donkey Kong Bonanza. The big switcheroony Switch 2 game is here.
Yep.
What do you think about it initially? First of all, how long have you played, do you think, today?
Probably roughly 4 hours.
Okay, yeah. I've played a little bit more than you.
Yep.
But I also haven't been doing the collectathon stuff as much.
Oh, I have, yeah.
I've been doing what's like interesting, just to kind of get a taste of this activity. But I'm gonna 100% this game. So I'm just kind of seeing what this game has to offer first, and getting distracted when I want to. But anyway, I digress. You said about 4 hours, something like that. What do you think of this thing? Like, I think it is a lot of things, and it mostly works really well.
Yeah, like I've said, it's like they created a 3D platformer in that sort of rare style, and the Mario Odyssey people did that somehow. That's crazy. Did you know that the Mario Odyssey people made this game? Who would have thought? That's yeah.
I'm just learning this right now.
Yeah, you can't just look at this game and figure that out.
Andy Robinson should be flagged for his crimes. That's what I think. He's the one who brought this rumor around from VGC, but whatever.
Rumor.
Yeah, exactly. That's in scare quotes. We'll call it a rumor.
Yeah,
a rumor that he started.
It's a rumor, guys. Oh man, you can't just look at this.
Next thing I'll hear is there's another Mario game coming this year. Which nope, there's no way. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, it's a fantastic game though. I mean, they really figured out they understand the sandbox collectathon formula. And they've mixed things up by introducing more of those classic collectathon conventions, like side quests and things like that. They lean quite a bit heavy into some of these side quest objectives. They have like zany side characters that do weird stuff, and they've got the just the overall it's a charming game, and it's fun to just collect these bananas and upgrade your Donkey Kong, and
upgrade your Donkey. I mean, Donkey Kong, got a skill tree?
Yeah,
how's that?
Yeah,
that's weird. I mean,
gives incentive to collect the collectibles. So
yeah, I like that. There's platformers in general don't have this sort of metagame layer to it where you're like it's a skill tree. Like you don't see that. Like even Mario doesn't have that sort of thing.
No.
So
they're not afraid to experiment with Donkey Kong. So that's why.
No.
That's why we're seeing so many new ideas.
Right. It feels like Mario's this sacred deity that they can't mess too much with. I like with Donkey Kong, they're like, we're trying to realize him in a 3D space in a specific way, but also branch out and do these new things. Yeah. And it's so apparent how free they feel. Like there is just we say this a lot with like games that are just executed well. There is just confidence that just bursts onto the screen. Like it is so polished. It sounds amazing. It looks fantastic on Switch 2. And the expressiveness of the characters, the way Donkey Kong moves is so crisp. Like, I would venture to say it might be the best feeling video game things I can do in a game is move him around and do his stuff. It's so good. Like you feel it immediately. Like they get you in quicker than even Mario Odyssey does. And you're just going, like you're starting that mine and you're just busting shit left and right, like gold nuggets everywhere, and you got it playing behind you. A lot of the Wario World feel to this thing, right?
Yeah.
I love that about it.
I will say the controls have taken me a bit to get used to. There's a lot of different inputs that Donkey Kong has. He has a lot of buttons.
He does.
He can do a lot of specific actions, and you want to utilize the specific actions that he can do.
Yep.
In order to make your gameplay experience better. Like you can obviously get through the game probably just with like jumping and punching. Like you could jump and punch your way through the game, but utilizing all of the specific, like the upwards punch, the downwards punch, the diving punch, the slam move that collects all the collectibles.
Right. Yeah. The clap. He does a clap.
Yep. using all those moves, even just like grabbing the terrain and throwing it, grabbing the terrain as a weapon, or using the terrain as mode of transportation with the surf and turf. All of those are really important facets of your move set, and the game feels better once you start to utilize those, but it took me a bit to get used to those specific controls for Donkey Kong.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's very mechanics dense immediately. And what I do appreciate is that when you are interfacing with like a grate you're gonna climb on, or you're gonna jump and like swing or something, like it'll contextually tell you like, hey, do this to this. Like jump and you'll automatically hold on. Like it'll show you the controls sometimes.
Yep.
Because they're like constantly reminding you until you kind of get your move set down.
Yep.
But yeah, like you said, a lot of inputs, a lot of specificity to his move set. The up punch, the down punch, the forward, the spin. You get like spin attacks and stuff. Yeah, like there's a lot he can do in this game. It feels like they're not a part of this animal is wasted. Like they are using everything, including the eyeballs in this thing. Like they really are.
The whole buffalo,
everything is going. Yeah, the whole buffalo. That's what it is. Yeah, that's the term. And not one movement mechanic or theme is wasted. I think they just, you can tell how long they've been making this thing, and you're like, man, they really thought about what he would be in a 3D space, you know, and how he would control, how that would feel. He feels so distinctly Donkey Kong. That's what is so amazing. Like, you know, he feels so mechanically different from like a Mario, like so different. And them establishing that identity so iconically already, and just us playing this to start, it's kind of amazing. Like you just see why Nintendo is top. I mean, they know what to do, and they execute on ideas better than anybody, you know. And yeah, like I mentioned, I'm a fair bit more than you, or like further in the game, I should say. I am like down to sub layer 500 or something, 501 or whatever. They go by like hundreds.
Yeah, I'm at 300.
300, yeah. So like I just got another Bonanza power. I won't say which, but I got another Bonanza power, and it's really fun. I think it's only the three. If you're interested in what they are, you can seek it out. It was in the trailers.
Yeah.
I think there's only three, so I don't know how long the game is necessarily. But when I heard people who were reviewing it, I heard it gets up to 20 hours just for the main story if you were to mainline it, that's similar to what Mario Odyssey was, right?
Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds about where
like
Mario Odyssey was. But the game isn't really about mainlining it. That's not really the draw of these games. The draw is the collectathon.
Yeah, but that's the thing I did with Mario though. Like I finished the campaign.
Yeah.
And then I went back and did
because then you
everything,
unlock all the stuff. Yeah.
Right. That's kind of what I want to do. I want to get to the point where I have the toolkit and the tools to tinker with this world. You know.
Yeah.
And I want to see the story they want to show us, because there's a fair bit of like dialogue in this game, like which is kind of weird.
Yeah, voice dialogue. Yep.
Yeah, the whole sidekick thing here. It's the Wreck-It Ralph and Penelope von Schweetz of it all, with Pauline, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's like talking the entire game, which you know, we mentioned this before. This was leaked in a, I think it was a Korean website or something. They were leaking key art, and you're like, oh, Pauline's there. Well, okay, that spoiled that reveal. But yeah, she's talking a fair bit. And I think she's like the only person that talks, because everybody else is like an animal, right?
I feel like one of the elders talked that I met.
Okay, well they talk, but they like talk in like gobbledygook.
Is that right?
They say like same for like Void Kong.
Yeah,
like they say specific things, like they'll go like rah, 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 Pauline, and you're like, oh okay. They're trying to talk, right?
Okay.
They're doing the pantomiming.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's weird to hear Nintendo games so chatty, you know? and Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild has this a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
but you're going long stretches not hearing anything sometimes, so it's not as prevalent, I would
Yeah.
say. Unless you're like mainlining the story. Tears of the Kingdom is very talky, I will say. If you are mainlining that story, there's a lot of main characters that talk at you with a lot of stuff. And they even, Ganon's got a voice, right? But yeah, I think the sidekick portion of the Pauline stuff works. The whole singing stuff, great flavor to that character. I love how it's implemented in the game.
Yeah.
Very fun. Have you done a spin ever with Pauline? It's great.
No.
Like when you spin, just like you rotate the stick, she'll like run as you spin on Donkey Kong. It's really great. Yeah, a lot of really nice touches, like really great animation, and the artwork is fantastic. I love like I said, I love the Donkey. I love how goofy it looks. Yeah, I'm adoring it so far. It's super, super, super good. Yeah, I mean, I think it's fair to say we'll both probably 100% this thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know if I'm going to bother with all the fossils, but I will at least get all of the Bananiums. Okay. The fossils don't seem that interesting to collect.
Well, yeah, it depends on like what you assume like completion is. Is it getting all the stuff, or is it getting all the power moons or whatever? You know what I mean? Like I didn't get all the costumes in Mario Odyssey. Like I did initially, but when they brought out new ones, I didn't go back and get them. Right. You know what I mean? So
I'm not gonna bother with all the costumes. That's kind of what I'm saying.
Well, there's also that's another thing that's different about this is there are pieces like costume pieces like you can change Donkey Kong's fur, you can change his tie.
Yeah. I've got my my green Donkey Kong that I like to troll people with on Smash Bros is now canonically accurate. So that
really happy. Nice. I
love the green Donkey Kong.
Yeah, I think I only bought one pair of pants. I bought a couple fur colors. I think I'm wearing red Donkey Kong fur and like yellow pants and yellow tie. Right? That's what I'm doing.
I've been upgrading like anything that I get to the max for like the outfits.
That's why I haven't bought any other things.
Yeah.
I mean, because like every piece of clothing gets like extra levels if you spend the currency, fossils, whatever. Yeah. It's like these fossils. Yeah, these. I forget what was Mario Odyssey's version.
Purple coins, right?
Purple coins, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think it was. I think it was.
Each area had its own purple coins.
Yep, that's right.
It's kind of the same in this. Each area has its own fossils in this. I'm pretty sure.
Its own currency and its own like color of Bananium gems. Layered. The Bananium gems, they change color slightly.
Yeah.
Like for instance, I'm in this level where all the Bananium gems are, so.
Yeah, I got this whale fossil, but I don't know what to do with it now. I just have it. I think it gets added to this just like glossary that you can just go like, hey, I collected all the stuff. These are the pelts on my wall, like the Animal Crossing museum kind of thing. Okay, because that was kind of a big one, so I didn't know if I'd be able to exchange that at some point for something bigger or not. Yeah, I got like a try. Well, you know what? You might actually. Okay, I think it'll show up in like a menu sort of way where it's like, hey, you collected. But then I think you also, specifically per layer, you can trade those in for higher ranked gear. Like, level 3 pants might cost 1 Triceratops head. Oh, maybe. You might be right. I think I just did that. Level. Okay. I think I just did that, and I maxed out those yellow pants I was talking about. Yep. And it took a Triceratops head, I want to say. Yep. And I was like, oh, okay. So that was a fossil, like the big fossils. Yeah. The rare fossils, they do that. And there's also, like, you can, like, pay gold to get, like, things added to your map, like fossil locations or exotic fossil locations or Vanadium gen locations, adding piecemeal to that. I wish there was a better way to do that. Like, I have a bunch of money. I want to spend this money, Yeah. But you have to. It's the Nintendo thing where you got a menu. One at a time. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I had to do the same thing when I was spending my Bananium gems or the chips, Bananium chips. Yeah. That's the thing. Like, so I talk about this in my Mario Kart review. Still need to record, but I wrote about it.
Nintendo often has strokes of genius, like often, like their game design unparalleled. Their sense of fun and wonderment is top notch. Some of the basic menu stuff in their games is just shitty, like stuff like that. Like in Animal Crossing, you get this a lot too, like just because you're doing a lot of menu in this game, and it's sometimes like they don't have the resources that you need. So you're having to do all these archaic workarounds to get the stuff done. Like in the grand scheme of things, for this game, not a huge deal because the game itself is mechanically immaculate. From what I've seen, but like in a Mario Kart world where you are picking racers and every costume is taking up a part of the grid instead of adding to like a Smash Brothers sub list of costumes, like that's terrible. Like they do weird menu stuff in the games. Like it's one of the things that irks me the most. I'm like, you guys are brilliant. You can't figure out this basic stuff, But I digress. This is not a huge deal in the grand scheme. It's just it comes to mind since I just really finished Mario Kart in the last month or so. I was just like, man, a lot of the stuff they decided to do in that game is really disappointing. Yeah. But whatever. We're not talking about that game. We're talking about Donkey Kong. Yeah, it remains to be seen how quick I will burn this thing just to get through the end. That's not like my goal necessarily. I'm kind of just playing it and kind of just going where the wind takes me, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Because I know I will come back and finish this game. Like I'm gonna do everything. That's how I do for all these big Nintendo games. So for the most part, I try to finish them as much as possible, and I'm excited to do that. But yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. It's already top 3 of the year for me, for sure. Like, for sure. But yeah. I guess, I don't know, any other thoughts for your, like, few hours with this thing? Because, like, there's kind of a lot to talk about, and there's not, like, you can't really spoil anything about it because it's so mechanically dense, right?
Yeah.
But I guess have you noticed anything specific that you kind of wanted to comment on?
It's just been like it's been more of an experience game than like
yeah, totally
because it's so mechanically dense. Like you just have to kind of experience things in it yourself because there are some really fun diversions in the game that I've been going down, but I feel like those are better to just experience at this point than to actually talk about. But I've just been kind of doing whatever's in front of me, and so I've been doing a lot of like side missions and things. I even found one that was just like straight up like Donkey Kong Country, like
2D.
Yeah. No, like it was just actually like the background and everything was just Donkey Kong Country.
Oh, really? Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, but it was also 2D.
Yeah.
So.
Right. They have a lot of really good callbacks to the rare history of it. Yeah, I think I agree with you there. It's very experiential. This game, like it's, I don't know if you'll come away with like stories like you do in like a Zelda or something, but like
maybe not. But there's still enough to discover there to where it's pretty fun. I'd say it's not as like sandboxy as like a Breath of the Wild or honestly even like an early 3D Mario like a 64 or a Sunshine. Those I feel like are a lot more archaic, I guess, in terms of like hiding their secrets and things, but Donkey Kong wants you to experience those things. It wants you to experience the whole game. It just wants you to find things just by exploring around, kind of. So
yeah, it's like I think the gimmick of this game, the terrain deformation / utilization is so like it would be broken in hands that were not skilled enough to wield it, but like they do enough like level design around it to go like, hey, you can't climb up this wall. You can climb up this wall. Oh, how do I get over there? Like, they are using their mechanics in tandem with their game design to not feel restrictive, but still guide you. And I think that's so brilliant. There's been multiple times where I'm like, okay, I can climb up here, go here. I can go smack down here to go get this Bananium gem on the way. Like, there's a lot of stuff like that where you are just like plotting your route out just by looking, and because you get so familiar with Donkey Kong's set, you're like, I know what I'm capable of. I just got to go do it. But it's Donkey Kong's Breath of the Wild moment. Like, that's what this is. There's only been one 3D Donkey Kong game really in this sort of vein, which is Donkey Kong 64, right? And people feel a certain way about that game. I don't know. It's a collectathon to the nth degree. In some ways people don't appreciate. But I don't know, like, they reinvent the entire genre while doing it here, kind of, and do things that have never been done before. And there are some slight framiness to it, but I find that cool. I find it cool. I kind of want to see the game buckle when a lot of stuff is happening.
Yeah,
that's all right.
I've seen it. I've seen it buckle a couple times just from the sheer amount of particles on screen. I'm like, yeah, this game would not have worked on Switch 1. And
no.
Switch 2, I mean, it works, but it's framey in places, but
I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. I like the quick and dirtiness of that. Like, everything else is so polished. Like, it makes up, And the fact that so many things are happening on a handheld device like that, and it's still picking up the pace and not lagging too much behind, I think it's totally fine. If anything, I feel like it adds to it, because I'm like, I am really going ham here. It's dropping 5-10 frames, whatever. It's 60. If it drops to 45, it's not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just like, fidelity wise and all that, I'm pretty whatever about that stuff if the game is good. So yeah, I feel like that adds to my experience specifically. That won't be every. People are very precious about their frames these days. But I think it really works here. People are like, oh, my Switch 2 shouldn't be buckling with this new game. I'm like, well, it's a destruction game. Like, destruction games do that, even in the modern era. Like, tear down, wreck some PS5 Pro or a good PC. Like, they're bringing 4070s to their knees all the time with Minecraft. You know what I mean? Like, stuff like that. I think it's fine. It adds to the flavor for me personally. But yeah, it's super, super good. It'll be high on my list by the time I'm done, for sure. I put a significant amount of time with it, and apparently, like, just in hearing from people that have reviewed this thing, it's a long game, like Mario Odyssey, like 50 to 70 hours to get everything, like that sort of thing, which is really encouraging, So, I'm there for the long haul. It's going to be really fun. Like, just like we said about Mario Odyssey, like, the fun in that game lies in all the side stuff. So I'm excited to get to a point where I can just chill out with that thing and just hack away at the ground and get bananas. That's where I want to be.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I agree with you. It's very experiential, very mechanics. I think it's fantastic. Very, it's so worth buying a Switch 2 for. I think it's like, I don't know. I feel like you're missing out if you don't get it. Like, it's that good. And, I don't think there's enough on the system to convince you to get one. But, like, this is the first really good case.
Yeah.
To go like, hey, this thing's got Donkey Kong on it,
Yep.
I think that carries a lot of weight there. But
yeah, I think I think the next, like, killer app would probably be Metroid, right? Metroid Prime.
Probably Metroid
4, because that's only coming to Switch 2, right?
That is a Switch 1 game as well.
It is, okay.
It is a Switch 1 game.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Fair enough.
That is definitely a Switch 1 game. Because you can buy the Switch game and then
okay. Well,
it has that upgrade path.
Then, other than that, the only one I can think of would be Duskbloods next year. That's going to be their next killer app, unless they announce something else.
They're going to... Hopefully they announce something by the end of the year. I would assume they'd have more announcements for, like... maybe they don't do like a, hey, we're going to show you what's going to be coming at the beginning of the year, but they might do a beginning of the year direct showing you what's coming in this, like with Donkey Kong.
I think the Switch 2 works just fine as like a better Switch, right? It just plays games that the Switch can play better. But you know,
I'm okay with that.
I think also having some killer apps is going to be good for them as well. So,
and I don't think they need any more games this year besides what they've announced. Like, it'll be the Mario Kart's out. This is out now. You got Metroid Prime coming, and then you got Pokemon. Like, and that's plenty. I think that's plenty personally.
Are you gonna be playing that Pokemon?
Oh yeah, of course.
You will. Okay.
I'm a Pokemon fanatic, dude.
Maybe I'll get that game. I don't know.
I have played when the day those games come out. I am playing. Like, I spend 10 hours a day on launch day playing those.
Yeah.
I adore Pokemon.
Past couple ones have done that.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, I love Pokemon so much, and the last 2 games have been so good. Like, despite Violet and Scarlet's problems, that game is awesome. That's one of the best Pokemon games.
It really is.
It is transformative to see how that thing performs on Switch 2. It is a new game.
Yeah. I've just spent way too much time with that game. I've put like 500 hours into that game, so
that's a lot of time. Yeah, I put like 100.
Yeah.
Something like that after playing the DLC too, which was good. But yeah, this new Pokemon will be very good. I just wish it was multiplayer.
Yeah, they're going an interesting direction with this one's like combat gimmick, because it's almost like MMO combat from what I've understand. Like, you can like have your guy like move around and actually like dodge. Attacks,
it's more real time.
So,
it's more real time.
Yeah,
it's not quite an action adventure game, but it's gesturing more. I agree.
Yeah, that it's not like an action RPG, and that's why I'd kind of call it more like an MMO combat than, because it's all about positioning, it seems. So
it reminds me of like a Ni no Kuni or something, like kind of like that, where it's not completely turn based or anything. Like, you're ordering a little guy around.
Yeah,
that's what that looks like. But yeah, I think this year is going to be good. I think there are rumors of another direct this month, and that it will hit in the next week or so. Because and this is what I mentioned earlier, is like they're not going to put another direct out until Donkey Kong.
Yeah,
I think I said this a couple of podcasts ago. And if it's going to hit, it's going to hit in the next couple of weeks. Is what I heard. Nate the Hate. I've heard from Jeff Grubb. It's been corroborated by 3 or 4 people at this point, so it's probably going to happen. It's just a matter. I don't know if it'll be next week or the following, but before the month is up, is what I've heard. So, I think that direct though will be a date direct. Like, hey, we need to put dates on these games. Like, when is Metroid coming out? Like, when is Pokemon coming out? Like, when are these games coming out? And then fill it in with like the third party stuff. I think that's what's going to happen.
And maybe sneak in that Fire Emblem 4.
They should do it. They should do it. They honestly make that a beginning of the year game next year. That's all right with me.
That's fine. With that. Just give me some kind.
I think this year is taken care of. Yeah, exactly. I think this year is taken care of. Like, if you want to put a game at the beginning of the year, sure, Fire Emblem's a good way to start a year.
Yep.
So yeah, that's what I've heard for everybody listening. I don't know this, but it has been fairly well sourced that another direct. But yeah, that's all Donkey Kong for now. I bet you by the time we record again, I'll have finished this. I'm going to be playing it religiously. Probably.
Yeah.
So, yeah. What do you want to tackle next? You've got that Nightreign. We played a little bit of Split Fiction. What are you feeling from this doc? I want you to pick a little.
I don't care. You just throw something at me, I guess.
Okay. So the one I'm actually wanting to grill you on a little bit, and it's something I watched you play, Mecha Break.
Mm-hmm.
You don't like this thing, or you do, or you don't? Like, how do you feel about it?
I don't know. I've only put like a couple hours into this thing, and it seemed like my type of game, but then I started playing it.
Really did. Yeah.
And I'm like, maybe I don't like these things just for the mechs. Maybe I also need that sort of
Build
customization
crafting.
piece
Yeah.
of it, and maybe that's why the game's not clicking with me, or maybe I just am not clicking with any of the pre-built mech
Sure.
offerings in the game, or maybe I'm just not clicking with the game's engine itself because it's a bit of a different engine than what I'm used to. It's a little bit more of a I guess fast-paced engine, but without like the polish of like a Armored Core 6. So it just feels like they're going for speed, and like they're going for I guess flashiness over like actual cohesive mechanical density, and like
Yeah.
almost sacrificing that like realism that Armored Core 6 brings to do that. So maybe that's
Yeah,
what's
it looked
holding
like
me up.
it looked like one of those Gundam Breaker games or something.
Mhm.
It was,
Yeah,
I was just
it's
like,
a little bit
I don't
like
even know
those.
what I'm looking at, really.
I also built a voice synthesizer, Adachi Ray, an Utahoid. So,
Oh, wow. Okay.
yeah, I built that as my character because
Nice.
I was trying different I was trying different usernames. I was like, okay, we'll try Hatsune Miku. Oh, that's taken. Wow, who would have saw
Oh,
that
no,
coming?
big surprise.
Then I tried like Kasane Teto, and it's like, oh, that's taken. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll just throw one more at it, And then I did a Dachi Ray. That actually worked. I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm stuck with a Dachi Ray now. I guess I'm building a Dachi Ray as my character in this
Yeah.
character creator. So
Yeah.
I got a pretty convincing one built.
Mm-hmm. Is
So-
it Ray like Ray Ayanami? Is that who you...
Yeah.
Okay, and then Adachi for Persona 4?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Oh, okay. I guess both of them right. I'm happy. That's good.
Um,
But yeah, Mecha Break. I saw you play a little bit of this. I was like, and you were like kind of grousing about it. You're like, I don't like this.
Yeah.
And we had somebody in chat also playing with you. You're like,
Uh-huh.
oh, he's trying this. And I know when you just are not gonna get with a game, you're just like, no, I'm not. I'm not enjoying. I'm like, I don't want to dox the guy that we're talking about. It's like, dude, it's just not gonna work, brother.
I'm
It's just not gonna work.
I'm just very specific on the things that
Yes.
I like in games.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there are games out there that are very specific for me.
Yeah.
Those are the games that I really like.
Mm-hmm.
And they're usually games, they tend to be games that most people don't really like or despise. Like, I really like Monster Hunter 1. I like OG Monster Hunter design, Monster Hunter gameplay. I like the clunkiness of it. I like the prickliness of it. I like, just how, I don't know, just how that game feels and how that game immerses you. I like that. A lot of people don't like that. A lot of people prefer a Rise, prefer a Wilds. It just streamlines you to the monster and does everything for you, and all you have to do is click a few buttons and then the monster's dead. Fine. If that's, somebody's cup of tea, fine, but I just don't click with that. I've poured hours into both of those titles, and I think I'm just done with both of those titles for probably for the rest of my life. I don't think I'm going to bother going back to either of those titles. I think I've just decided.
Yeah, like, especially the new one was like Monster Finder, like not even
Yeah.
Monster Hunter. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
It was just really disappointing to me, and just the nail in the coffin was just the lack of content, because it was the first Monster Hunter game ever to not have Elder Dragons. The only Elder Dragon is the new one for the game, right? But none of the other Elder Dragons in the history of the franchise return, and that's the first game to not have multiple Elder Dragons for you to fight. Even Monster Hunter 1 had multiple Elder Dragons for you to fight.
Right.
And that was just kind of like, okay, so this is just an unfinished game. They're shipping me an unfinished game, is what they're saying. And And it's taken them like months and months and months just to put 3 stupid monsters in there, and none of them are even Elder Dragon. They've got Mizutsune, Lagia Cruz, and Seregios, and those are great monsters. Those are fine and all, but that's not the content I'm looking for when I'm in the post game.
Yeah, what was the post game like drip feed of content like for World and Rise? Was it quicker than this? Or was it kind of similar?
It was similar, but those games at least felt finished because they had the Elder Dragons in there. I could go fight.
Yeah.
Especially World. World had like 5 big Elder Dragons that I distinctly remember fighting over and over again. And that was satisfying because those are, difficult fights that reward you with good gear. And it just feels good to fight these, Elder Dragons. That's kind of what the game's end game is supposed to be. When you have your end game, not even include those at all, I'm like, okay, well, what am I supposed to fight? Rathlos? Am I supposed to fight Rathlos over and over again? Like, that's like the highest like thing really is like a Rathlos or like the flagship Arkveld or they had to post launch, they added the ability to actually like farm the flagship Elder Dragon of that game. They didn't even have that one as a like repeatable fight, so there was no Elder Dragon that the game shipped with technically that you could get gear from, and then they added that in the post game patches. So, or the post-launch patches. So, all that to say, in contrast with like a Nightreign that they've had 3 different bosses. That game just came out not too long ago. That was like end of June that thing came out, and they've already put out 3 bosses, and they are about to launch like 4 more. And they're of course they're just upgraded versions of bosses that were already in the game, but they feel mechanically different because of they have very unique fighting styles, and they're more so with that game. They more so go with the sort of MMO style of you need to do this specific mechanic in order to beat this boss. It's not really a gimmick fight, because like you can just go in there and swing your sword and kill these things. Like, it's not like a Demon Souls gimmick fight where you have to fight them in a very specific way or they do not die. It's more so like these are the mechanics of the boss. You can choose to do them, or you can choose to ignore them and have a tougher time, but you can still beat this thing. So
Right.
But yeah, so I'm enjoying Nightreign a lot more than I would enjoy like a Wilds, and that's sad. I really think Capcom dropped the ball on Wilds specifically. I think that game is just not a good game.
I think they just I think they misread what people wanted. And I think they tried to make it too mainstream, and they watered down the interesting parts of that game.
Yep.
And which is, it's a shame because, like, I mean, you can hear on this podcast, like, we were pretty high on that thing to start.
Yep. They had the core ideas there.
They do, and they have a lot of interesting, like, okay, the story's not interesting, but like, they have some returning monsters come back, and playing with people is easier than ever, and it's really just like the automation of getting to the monster is such a big issue with it. There is no hunting at all. You are finding it after pressing a button to say go.
Yeah.
And that's just not good game design. Yeah. Like it's also like shortcutting the entire world that you've built. Like it's just like a freaking railway to go, like you're going straight, buddy. Like you're going right to this thing.
In Monster Hunter World, right? you had to go around collecting like footprints and like scratch marks and things like that.
Totally.
And that would
you had to hunt.
That would get your character to learn more about the patterns of this monster, the behaviors of this monster, and the territory of this monster. Once your character knows that, then you can automatically go to the monster. And that makes sense. Like, as a hunter, once you learn how your prey works, you're like, okay, I know exactly where these things are going to be because they like to frequent here. And so I'm fine with the game just guiding me to the thing once I've already engaged with the hunting aspects of the game. Similarly, when, even in the old games, when you'd first go to, fight a monster, you'd have to hunt it. You'd have to say, I don't know where this thing spawns. Let me check all of these different areas, bounce around different areas, and eventually I'll run into the thing. It's not as elegant as World did it, but it works just fine, and at least you felt like you were hunting the thing.
Right. They're just like they're removing that. What's the word? They're removing that like instance. They're like, hey, the hunting thing, like you're just going there. Like we had this like little piece of thematic mechanic here. Now that has been lifted, they're just shortcutting it, Yeah. And just such a small like bespoke thing like that being removed for easy access for a mainstream audience. I think that sucks,
Yeah.
Making it very simple and watered down as a result.
Yeah.
I'm with you there. That said, I still do want to finish the campaign from just to say I beat that game because I kind of just want to do that and just say I'm done with this thing. I'm very close. Like I don't have much. So at some point, I'll see if I can't recruit a couple of y'all to help me knock that thing out.
I might help you do that, but I'm not planning on looking at any updates for that. I don't even think I would play a DLC for that game unless if they did something drastically different.
So yeah, you've really turned on that thing. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I think the initial thing we were talking about is Mecha Break. I think we got here because you were mentioning one specifically.
Yeah. I was just mentioning games that.
Yeah, no. Like what your tastes are.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yep.
And yeah, like so something you mentioned to me too. I think you touched enough on Mecha Break unless you had something else to say.
No.
Yeah, you're like, no, I'm good. You mentioned playing Monster Hunter 2. Do you have this game already, or are you?
No, I want to play Monster Hunter 2. So I've played through Monster Hunter 1, and I want to play through Monster Hunter 2 because that's the one that should basically it has everything I liked about Monster Hunter 1, but it just adds more content. Is basically what 2 is, and so it's basically the same thing with more content. So I would probably really like that game. So I need to find a way to play that game, but there's like fan translations and stuff for that. So I'll have to find a way to get a fan translation working on my.
Oh,
PlayStation
so it
2.
never. Okay, so it never came to the States then. I didn't know that. Okay.
Nope, that game never came to the States.
Interesting, and that is still PS2, right?
Yep.
Okay.
But I did buy Monster Hunter Tri recently, and that one's on the Wii. And that one is kind of an intermediary between the very, like, the old school Monster Hunter and then, like, this sort of classic Monster Hunter, we'll call it. So, like, the old school is, like, you have to manage your resources extremely well. The game, it punishes you heavily for using your resources, right? Whereas the classic Monster Hunter is like, you can use all the resources you want. We have ways for you to get resources pretty quickly, but we're still like, tough as balls, with the hunts, and we still make you, learn the monsters, learn the mechanics, and have good judgment when it comes to like builds and things like that. It still forces that sort of gameplay. That's sort of like the portable game sort of started that sort of gameplay. And so Tri is like this like weird like mishmash between those two styles. So I'm kind of interested because I also have Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, but that one has completely gone towards the portable side from what I understand. Like that one is considered a portable entry for all intents and purposes, whereas Tri is kind of like in this middle area of like it's the last bastion of like that old school sort of ideology of Monster Hunter. So
Okay.
so I'm curious to see how that game plays whenever I get around to that game. But I don't know if I'd play first or if I'd play Tri first. So
you probably wouldn't you play Tri first because you just have it.
Maybe,
I don't know if you're, I don't know if you're like precious about that stuff. Like, I need to play them all in order. I don't know if you're like that or not.
Not really. It's more so just about which one I'd enjoy more, and also just like finding time to do either of them. So
I always respect that about you. You just take games at face value, and like, even if they're old, you're like, I'm just playing this thing, and I can grok it. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I had no idea if I'd like Monster Hunter 1. Like, every review I've ever read of it, and every, like, opinion I've ever read of it is like, this game is horrible, never play this game, ever. And now it's, like, one of my all-time favorite games, I would say.
Wow, no kidding. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I like hearing stories like that. And I like when you dive into a retro backlog, because you're playing a lot of interesting stuff that is very obtuse mechanics.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I like that about you. You do that a lot. You go like, I want to see what, like, I want to see the madness of Kingsfield. Play it, even though it plays like a PS1 game, right?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. Listen, you love your PS1. I'm not gonna begrudge you.
I like my tank controls.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'd like to hear you report back about your Tri or Monster Hunter 2 escapade.
Yeah, whenever I get to that, because I also got a friend wanting to play through World, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Is World crossplay or is that only PC?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Because I never beat World's campaign ever.
Yeah, I wanted to get to that Iceborne stuff. I never got around to the Iceborne stuff, and I really wish I did.
Me neither.
Because the Iceborne stuff looked really interesting. I loved that campaign of World. So
yeah,
it was great.
Well,
campaign.
the World campaign for what I played was, but like the Iceborne stuff, like if you get to a certain point, like when you get the Iceborne expansion, they just give you a pseudo armor. Like, hey, this armor's good. It doesn't look awesome, but it'll get you through the main campaign if you have finished it.
Yeah, all you have to do is just buy that DLC, right? You just buy that Iceborne DLC, and you will have that armor from like the beginning of the game, and that will get you through the campaign, because that's like G rank armor basically. It's like start of G rank armor, so.
Right, it's very
master rank. I guess they call it.
It looks really dumb, but like it's like, hey, you'll get through it. You know, this is a level 37 or whatever. You know.
Yeah.
Which is pretty high. For World, because you're getting stuff that's like 12, 16. So, one day I'll get back to World. I really like World. I played a lot of it. But yeah, definitely report back from the front lines of Monster Hunter. Excited to hear about that.
We got to play Generations at some point.
Now we can. I finished Death Stranding. We should do that. So I wanted to get the two games off my plate, Deltarune and Death Stranding 2, and so I'm very happy with that.
Generations is a really fun game.
I'm excited to check it out. I've never really played Generations. I got it on a sale at your behest. So. Yeah,
it's got a lot of fun mechanic play styles. Like it's definitely like the most. It's almost like a party game version of Monster Hunter, because like. You can just become so overwhelmingly broken in that game. It's so funny.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's a fun game.
I like.
It's a fun sandbox.
I like playing. I will say the most fun I had playing Rise, or not Rise, not World, Wilds was with you guys because of your broken horn build. That was
I can't believe that worked either. Oh my gosh.
I think you figured it out.
Pub stomping. Right, I did, yeah. I was just like, what if I did this? with the weapons switching, and then you guys just had so many buffs on you. You were just pub stomping these poor things,
melting the monsters. It was like not even a competition.
Yeah, I mean it was tough.
We weren't even going
active,
down.
But no.
Well,
no.
Yeah, we weren't even going down. Like that's the thing. Like against bosses, like that's kind of awesome. It
was so funny.
Yeah.
It got to the point where like people were like, you don't have to play hunting more. We want to actually fight the monster.
They're like, yeah, you're making this too easy. Like we were playing with bubble wrap all over us. Nothing can
basically
hurt us.
Really it was so funny, but hunting one is just one of those things where I like it because I'm constantly doing something, constantly keeping track of something, so I'm never bored. So
right, yeah, for sure. I guess you mentioned some service stuff like the Mecha stuff, the Nightreign stuff. Any Nightreign you want to, or is it
just continuing to get people through those bosses? I've had friends wanting me to help them get past the super bosses here and there, and so I'm getting pretty dang familiar with every single boss in that game, and it feels pretty nice. It feels pretty nice to just be like, yeah, I know how to do this, and I can get somebody through this boss. I can teach them how to be efficient at this boss effectively.
It's really interesting. Like with some of those super bosses that you're talking about, there are some like actual mechanics to those fights. It reminds me of Destiny. Like it just it straight up does. Like
they're like a raid.
Either strikes. Yeah, it feels like a raid. It's like a 3-man raid. It's kind of cool that way. I respect the heck out of that.
Yep.
But yeah, totally.
If they could just figure out how to do cross play, then
that's literally my only barrier.
Yeah.
Like I would like this game otherwise.
Yeah.
I think
it's a great game.
It's good.
But FromSoft needs to get with the program on their network infrastructure. Yeah. They're so close on it too. Like this is the easiest it's ever been to connect with friends because they're actually using like actual integration with whatever platform you're on. Like I'm on Steam, and so they're actually using Steam Friends, which is like the first time they've ever actually used Steam Friends to do their multiplayer. So they're getting with the program on the multiplayer stuff. They're like, okay, we need to be better about this. Hopefully Duskbloods is pretty seamless with that, but that's just going to be a Switch game, so I'm assuming that would just run off of the Switch's Friends thing.
Says Switch. It says Switch. I wonder if that comes to PC. I think it might be PC Switch.
Maybe. I don't think Nintendo would care.
It said no, I don't think they would. It says Nintendo Switch exclusive, but it doesn't mean it's PC exclusive, or it's so exclusive it wouldn't come to PC because that's like the kind of whatever. Like we're gonna put it there anyway. It's like PC tied to a console. Like
I would probably get that on PC if it came to PC, unless if it was only
if it was crossplay, it wouldn't matter. But
But if it's not crossplay, I'll just get that thing on Switch too. Then because most people are gonna get that on Switch too.
Yeah. Well, that's all I'll play it because I prefer that. But yeah, that's some Nightreign. That's my only hang up. Crossplay. I would play that game if
it's a fun game.
I'm
waiting for the next batch of super bosses. I've got a little bit of a break. Luckily, I kind of needed it anyways. So they're just doing some reruns in the meantime. So
okay. Well, I mean, you got Donkey Kong to kind of help you tide that over.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
which is nice. Yeah, No, we're not with any lack of stuff.
I still got to finish Deltarune.
I'll actually talk about that a little bit here in just a second.
Yeah.
I won't spoil
anything. And I got to finish my playthrough of Final Fantasy IX because I'm at the end of disc 2 on that.
Yeah.
It's a 4-disc game.
4 discs, okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Before we get into all the new stuff I've been chipping away at, if not finishing, talk about Split Fiction. You are almost to where I'm at in Split Fiction.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Who did you play with?
Buddy of mine, Ash. Him and I have
Ash. Okay, cool.
Yep, him and I have
nice
playing.
So what? 5-6 hours in, probably. I imagine something like. You just beat the Ice King, is what you said.
Mm-hmm.
How are you finding this game? It's super interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, it's it's a set piece game.
Yes.
It's
Yes. 100%.
it's very much a games as art, a story based game. It's not a very mechanically deep game. It has some mechanics in
No.
it that are interesting, but it's not a very mechanically deep game. It does not have very good dialogue. It has very, very millennial writing. Like,
Yeah, no, the writing isn't great.
I
The
just
writing
blew that
and
up with my
characterization-
mind. That's Forspoken.
Yeah,
but...
the writing and the characters pretty bad, actually.
They looked at Forspoken and they're like, "Hey, let's do that. That's great."
Oh, it's not that bad. Let's not.
It's pretty bad.
Okay.
Have
you
do
played
the.
Forspoken though?
I have not, but
Oh, you don't need to. I'm just okay. First of all, Forspoken, not a word. They made that word up. Forspoken is not a word. Okay, they made it up for that game. Second of all, she is bitching and complaining to her cufflink entire game. I played 2 or 3 hours of this thing, and I was like, "This is insufferable. Can't with this." But I see where you're coming from. I do get a little taste of that. Sure, it's that horrific millennial cringe that I hate in games.
I always think that
yeah.
Clair Obscur is gonna be like that with its dialogue. Is Clair Obscur like that with its dialogue? Like for some reason in my brain, I think of that in the same vein as Forspoken. And maybe that's why I haven't played that.
No. Okay. So it looks tech demo-y. You can be forgiven for seeing that. It's very Unreal 5-y looking. But like no, it's a very earnest, well-written game.
Okay.
I think. Okay.
As long as they don't have the millennial dialogue, then I can.
No. If anything, they can be very flowery or whatever, like very Victorian proper.
Yeah,
sort
that's
of thing.
fine. That's fine. Whatever. I don't really need Victorian either. I just want people that are talking like normal. Not using like catchphrases and one-liners.
See, yeah, that's a lot of my problems with Deltarune too. Is this problem here? It's not all bad. It gets better the longer I play it. But I'll get to that at some point. But Split Fiction. Yeah, you're enjoying it, which is good. Set piece game. I totally agree. Agree. It is a set piece game. It's not mechanically dense, but you're doing a lot of stuff, a lot of interesting games. Like it's one of these Blender games where they just put a bunch of stuff in here, and they went like, "We're gonna do a top-down section. We're gonna do a side scroller." Like they did whatever. We're gonna do a shape-shifting game. Like, you know what I mean? Like
it works.
It's cool. Like it works. It's really, really kind of amazing how proficient they are at jumping through genres. I think it shows off the strength of that studio more. And It Takes Two was like that too. But this game, like quality wise, blows that game out. Like if you think this game's story and character bad, like don't play It Takes Two. It is even worse, and it's about divorce, which no good. So yeah, that's a weird story. They like have to kill like a stuffed elephant in that game, and it's like kind of harrowing. And It Takes Two, and I'm just like, what is going on in this game? It's kind of an iconic moment where people kind of they gesture at this in Split Fiction. There's like a trophy for like that. It's like, oh, I remember this, and it's a callback to too. But yeah, story's never been their strong suit ever. It's the mechanical density. We'll call it density of lots of types of games are shown in this thing, and it's good fun. I like it. There's a lot of like side stuff too. I'm probably another hour or so past you. I'm in the next stage. I'm back in the sci-fi part of the thing. But there's a huge chunk where you're in van, and I think you played a lot of that. But it's a good game. One of the better co-op games you can play, for sure. I think it really works.
Yeah.
And it's not punitive too. Like if you die and they die, it'll put you somewhere close. The checkpointing's pretty.
Yeah. So it's a pretty solid checkpointing system.
Yeah.
Before we move on, let's take a quick break here.
Let's do it. We are back for some more action. Let me smack you upside the head with some Death Stranding 2. I beat that. It's a good game.
The second
it's a great
Strand type game.
It is the second Strand type game, in fact. And what a Strand type game it is. It's my favorite thing I played this year. It has an absolutely bonkers ending that is so Kojima in so many ways. And I don't think I could describe it even accurately what happens. Like, it is so out there and weird. It's so weird to have... It's so odd to have weird video games. Big budget video games in the year of our Lord 2025. This is a weird video game.
Yeah.
And it's weird on a scale that is frankly like, man, who gave this dude money? Like, it's insane. It's not in a bad way, in a way where I'm shocked. I'm like,
It's got Conan O'Brien in it, doesn't it?
that's the first one. But
That's
yes,
the first
he did
one,
do
okay.
this.
Okay.
Yeah, the first one. Man, I want to tell you what this game is about so bad, but I don't know if you're gonna play it or not. I don't know. Hopefully, you just forget this. Do you want me to spoil the thing about Death Stranding 2? If not, let me know.
Probably not. I do want to play those games eventually.
Okay.
I want to play all the Kojimas, but...
Okay. So, I had a branching path there. I'm taking the other path. He is doing some of the most prescient work I've ever seen in the video game space of correctly identifying future events in a way that he did with Metal Gear Solid 2, that he did with Metal Gear Solid 5, that he did with Death fucking Stranding 1. And he's doing it again, dude, in this game. He talks about AI, he talks about like people being solitary and having automation run their lives. Like, dude, I'm telling you, he thought of this stuff years ago, and it is just coming to fruition now. He is like Nostradamus. It is utterly unbelievable what this game is about. What this game is about is literally what we're dealing with right now with AI, automation, everything. Like, it is insane. I wish I could tell you what this thing is about. It is so prescient. It is so forward-minded. Like, I was gushing about this to my wife last night. Like, they have been making this game for years, and it is present-day stuff they're talking about. Like, that is, man, I don't know if he's a futurist or what, but, like, I am constantly baffled by how ahead of the curve Kojima is with his stories. It's insane. He's a genius, man. Like, he's a crazy guy. He does a lot of weird things.
He does a lot of
He loves feet. He loves scanning feet.
Well,
he loves people that got him. All right.
Yeah,
He's
probably good friends with Quentin Tarantino, but
he is horny for real women, and he likes scanning them in his games. All right.
I mean, I don't think that makes you a freak for liking real women.
No, I'm just saying he's a real one, dog. That's
like
what I'm saying.
It's like the adult woman fetish thing. I love that thing so much.
Listen, if I had Margaret Qualley in my game, I'd be fucking pumped about that too. All right, like, good for him. He likes a real woman. That's good. It's better than fake women, right? I guess. I mean, a lot of the
teach their own.
Teach their own. Yeah. Far be it for me to like real women, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, getting aside from that, he does so much interesting stuff in this thing. Like, it is, like, the first game. I have a huge soft spot towards that game, but it's kind of messed up in a lot of ways. Like, the driving, not awesome. Like, some of the pacing of that game, kind of shoddy, we'll say. The storytelling towards the end of that game, a huge mess for Death Stranding 1. The character of Sam, not that interesting. Like, they remedy all of this and more and make the game so fun to play. It's just Metal Gear Solid by way of UPS package sim. And it's awesome. It is awesome to play. Like, there's so much interesting stuff about this game. Like, I love I'm loving Donkey Kong. I would be hard pressed to see if this thing beats Death Stranding for me, like in a genuine way. I think Death Stranding 2 is a game. It feels like it was made for me in a lot of ways. Like this feels like if Power wants a game, this is it. Like this is that game. Um, it's like Expedition 33 is a lot of things in a lot of ways too, and I've been thinking about like where things place for me. Expedition 33 is a great game. It's an amazing game, but like like there's enough problems I have with it on a character level. I can't connect to it fully in some ways. Um, like I like it objectively in a lot of ways, and I think the story is great and the combat is an all-time system. But like I connect to everything in Death Stranding 2. I connect on every level. All the emotional themes, all the resonance, all the story beats, all the weird stuff they do, man. Like I wish I could tell you what they do in the end of this game. Like you have to see it to believe it. I was baffled, I was confounded, I was awestruck, and I was completely bewildered by some specific parts that happened the last 3 hours of this game. It is the most Kojima-ass things I've ever seen. And the game is just fun, man. It's just fun as hell to do deliveries. They have made the gaminess of it even better. They do little technological stuff to it to make it more fun. It looks absolutely brilliant. Like it has maybe the best facial capture of this generation. The stuff they are doing with the Decima engine from Gorilla, the Horizon team, it's amazing work. They just look like people. Like there's not one shred of uncanny valley in this game. You believe every bit of it, and everyone looks phenomenal, really. But I think the thing that I like about this game the most is that it is not pretentious, really at all. It is earnest. The first game came off as pretentious in a lot of ways, but I liked it. Right? This game is operating on a very high level, but it's not going like, oh, this is so wild, man. It's going like, no, like, let's actually talk about this. Like these very lofty themes and ideologies that we're talking about. Like digital Pangeas. Like I can't even explain to you what I'm talking about. But you need to play Death Stranding 1 and 2. I really think like it is one of the best sequels I've ever played. It is one of the best stories. It's one of the most original stories I've seen in games. Like I have never seen a game tackle this. I've never seen a movie tackle the subject material here. It is so specifically Death Stranding. There's nothing like it. It's so rare to see something so original. It is so original. I'm not going to say it's going to be my game of the year, but it's top, and it's going to be. I'm so confident that I love this game so deeply. Even Donkey Kong Bonanza, I don't know if it could unseat it. I really don't. Like I don't know. It is so good. It is so good. One of my favorite games, like, ever.
Yes.
I'm very, very certain about this. It was awesome, man. It took me 32 hours to beat. I did a lot of extra stuff too. There's a lot more to do. I almost linked up everybody. Like you're putting everybody on this ghost internet. That's kind of what's happening. And yeah, it's another game I'm going to come back to and finish everything. It is a singular vision from a genius auteur. We'll put it that way. Like he put so much of himself into this thing, and Kojima can come off as a whack job, a weirdo, and a pretentious fraud. He is not. That dude is the real deal. He's making some crazy stuff, and everybody needs to play this game. It's awesome. It's awesome. Awesome game. So, that's Death Stranding 2. That's all I'm going to say about it for now, because my first pod, the last pod, I started this game, and it gripped me immediately, and I finished it this week. So it only took me 2.5 weeks to finish. It's a long game too, 32 hours, 40 hours. There's not one bad part of this game, in my opinion. In my personal opinion, I enjoyed it thoroughly. It's like how I felt playing Metaphor. Like, you just know when you're playing something that you're going to be like, man, this is an all-timer, dude. You just
Metaphor
know.
was an all-timer. That's probably Alice's best work.
I think so, personally. And I'm a Persona 4 stan, dude. I played Metaphor and Persona 3 back to back, and I still like Metaphor more, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like, you just know when you're playing peak. Honestly,
Yeah.
like, it sounds dumb. But yeah, like, dude, by the time this year is up, it might be like one of my favorite years for playing games. Just straight up. Like, already, we're in July. I've played more fun stuff and more amazing stuff this calendar year than I have, I think, the last 3 or 4 years combined. It's a very, very good this year, and there's even more coming. Like, I'm stoked. I'm
Yeah.
stoked. There's so much to look forward to. Death Stranding 2 is a just like Expedition 33, and honestly like Bonanza too. It's a can't miss video game. If you like video games and you like playing weird stuff, cool stuff, like, sure, play Death Stranding 1 if you want to. You can play Death Stranding 2 and you will love it. Like, I am fairly certain of that. It is okay, so it's only on PS5 right now. That's how it is. It's not on PC. It is the highest rated game on PS5 for good reason. And people can only rate on PS5 after they have bought it. So it's over 20,000 reviews or whatever. Really high reviews. It's like 4.92 on PlayStation, which is absurd. It is all that and better, I think. It's a true masterpiece, one of the best sequels ever. One of the best sequels ever. It is awesome. So, yeah, dude. Death Stranding 2 is a banger.
It'll
Club
come to
banger.
PC at some point.
Oh, yeah.
I need
I'm
to
not
play
worried
that
about
first
that.
one before it comes to PC.
You do. You do. I think you will specifically like that game for the mechanical intricacies of it, because you are a mechanics first gamer, dude. And you love stuff like this. You love stuff like this.
I like prickly games.
Dude, it is prickly as hell, that first one. And this one, like, it is in some ways, but it's so streamlined in, like, the right ways.
Yeah.
Where it's not... the first game is frustrating in some ways.
Yeah.
It is.
I don't like frustrating.
Once
I like
you're...
prickly.
Like, once you're scaling a mountain with snow, and you're out of stamina, your canteen has no water in it so you can replenish yourselves, and the soles of your shoes wear out, and you're just stuck freezing to death in Death Stranding 1. That's an example of how frustrating it can be. You have to be prepared. You have to prepare yourself. It's awesome. It's super good, dude. Yeah, I'd love to hear your opinion on that game at some point. So, yeah, so that's all I'm going to say for that. And that's probably the end of my Death Stranding 2 talk. I'll review it. I will review it at some point. So we'll get there. But we both played a fair bit of Deltarune since the last pod. I have finished it. I finished every chapter. It took me about 12 hours, I would say.
Right.
But I've talked at length about Death Stranding 2. What are your thoughts on Deltarune as far as you've played?
Yeah, I've only played chapters 1 through 3. And I liked what I played so far of it. I liked those initial 2 chapters back when those kind of were drip fed. I played the first one when it was kind of like almost shadow dropped, really. That first chapter, and I was like, wow, this is pretty good for an Undertale follow-up. And then played that second chapter. I'm like, yeah, okay, this is, getting more interesting. But then that third chapter is just like, yeah, you can definitely tell that there's a lot of more. You can tell there's a team working on that thing. That's kind of how I would put it. There's a lot more polish to that game. Not to say that the other chapters are bad. It's just a more polished game now that there's like a full dedicated development team on that thing. So.
Oh, I 100% agree with you. Yeah.
And it also feels like just like some of the dialogue has been refined to where they're not relying so much on sort of like the zany-ness of millennial humor, and they have a lot more like this is an actual like actually plot relevant like character thing whenever they do have like the weird dialogue. It's like, yeah, okay, that, you know, this is character relevant. This is acceptable. You know, this was how this character would talk. So,
and that's not okay. So this is my hang up with Undertale with this game, is that millennial humor. I'm not a huge fan of. It gets better, like you're saying.
Yeah.
As the game progresses, chapter 3 and 4, there's a maturity there that is being levied in the game's design. It doesn't feel like it has to lean as much on this sort of leet speak internet humor that was throughout Undertale in some ways, but it's peppered in Deltarune in specific ways too. It feels like they understand more what game they want to make with 3 and 4. 4 is very good. I think 3 was the highlight for me, chapter wise. The stuff with Tenna, the entire like television set stuff.
Yeah, it's cool.
Like the top down Zelda stuff you do, awesome, really cool, interesting mix up of gameplay. Like all the little like carnival game segments that you play in that thing too. Awesome stuff. That's
the
why I
rapid
appreciate
fire of it during like, the Tenna boss fight is like very WarioWare-esque. Yep.
It's like a WarioWare carnival game mix and match, and you have to be on your toes for that fight too. That Tenna fight is very, very memorable. I have to say. Spoilers, whatever. Tenna's in the game, whatever. And I think chapter 4 leaves it on a really interesting cliffhanger too, for what 5 will be next year.
Are 5, 6, and is it like 5 and
5,
6
6, and 7?
5, 6, and 7.
5, 6, and 7 will be coming.
Okay.
I don't know if it's all next year. Probably not.
Oh, okay.
But at least 5 for sure. They said they're almost done with 5. So yeah, and like 1 and 2, like you said, those. Okay, so 1 came out in 2018, and then 2 was 2021, respectively. I want to say. They weren't together. I know that.
No.
And those feel like they were made by Toby Fox. It feels like an extension of Undertale, really. Yeah. Chapter 3 like hits you upside the head. Like, we got a team working on this thing. Like, there's a lot of production value here.
Yeah.
A lot of interesting variations of. Yeah, way more realized. That's really what like. It feels like Undertale or the beginning of Deltarune is like a really well made sandwich. A lot of interesting meats there. Like everything else for chapters 3 and 4 is like, hey, we got the sauces, dude. We got the freaking we got everything. We got the lettuce, brother. Like we got everything. We got that spice.
Not the lettuce.
You know? We love the lettuce. As a non sequitur, the Burger King foot lettuce guy died, and that's really.
Did he? Oh, that sucks.
I know. I thought I'd share that. I don't mean to bring it down.
That sucks, man.
Yeah.
That's the last thing I wanted.
So we should review the rest of Deltarune like he talks in that video. I think I like Deltarune a lot. It is a good time. Chapter 3 and 4 are very well done.
He would have wanted it that way. I think though.
He would have wanted it that way. Yeah, with his. Yeah.
I think that's just a voice he puts on. I really do think that's just a voice he puts on, so that like he thinks that makes it, you know, to where people can understand him better.
Are you sure?
I think so.
Okay.
I think that's the way it is. I don't think anyone would talk like that on accident. Like
the fellow might have been touched in the head. Who knows?
Maybe,
Who knows?
Maybe.
He posted the weirdest meme of all time. So.
Well, yeah.
Burger King foot lettuce. Like, what kind of cadence is that? The last thing you want is foot fungus. Like whatever he says. It's absurd. He was like a child too. He was like 13 years old or something.
Oh, was he really? Okay. Wow.
He was young. I don't know if he was 13, but I heard he was pretty young.
Yeah.
He was like working at a fast food restaurant. So dumb. So dumb. But yeah, I enjoyed Deltarune chapters 3 and 4. You know, we have that mutual friend, likes it a lot. I like it, but people make it their whole thing, and I'm not there with it. I enjoyed it, but
it's a fine thing. So
yeah, it's a good time. I think it's a lot better than Undertale in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
So So yeah, anything else for Deltarune before I kind of mention a little bit about Brief?
Yeah, that's a good game, Bravely Default. Let's
It
talk
is a
about
good
Bravely
game.
Default. I like that game.
Let's talk about that. I put about 5 hours into this week. I've been playing a lot of video games lately, which is good. It feels good. But yeah, I've been just going like, okay, going down the line, new games, new games, new games. At some point, I'll play some old games. I haven't played a lot of those games, but I played some more Bravely Default, Flying Fairy HD. I was gonna ask, is the 3DS game called Bravely Default Flying Fairy?
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Yep.
Really?
That's what it's called.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. Weird.
Yep.
Okay, it's weird that a debut game has a subtitle. Anyway.
Yeah. I mean, it's better than Triangle Strategy, right? It's a
I
better
bought
name
that,
than
actually.
Triangle Strategy.
So, yeah. Wasn't it called Project Triangle?
It was called Project Triangle, and then they're like, "Oh, we were not going to go with that name. That name's stupid." It's like, okay,
Why
sure.
is it even called?
Triangle
Why
Strategy?
is it called? Is it called Triangle Strategy because of the weapon triangle?
I don't know.
Is that what it's called?
That'd be like calling Fire Emblem Triangle Strategy because of the weapon triangle.
They should change it. Yeah, they should change that name.
No.
Yeah.
No. It's called Fire Emblem because they get the fire emblem. It's an emblem that has a bunch of doodads on it, and it does fire.
Wait, is Fire Emblem a real thing? Is
Yes,
that a real thing?
the fire
Okay.
emblem is a real thing.
Okay, it's like the One Piece. I thought
It
I
is
thought
the
was
one piece of Fire Emblem. Yes,
we just name it the thing, and then
Yes.
it doesn't exist.
Yes.
Does it? Yeah.
It exists. The
I
Fire
think-
Emblem exists.
I think the Fire Emblem is the friends that we made along the way.
Now, it doesn't exist in every Fire Emblem game. It just exists in some of the Fire Emblem games.
Just when they want to bust it out. Go like,
When they want to bust it
remember
out, that's
this?
what they did in Awakening. They're like, okay, this franchise is about to die. What do we do? Oh, break glass in case of emergency. We're bringing out the Fire Emblem. We're going to show them the Fire Emblem so they can soy pog at this Fire Emblem.
Soy
And that's
pog.
exactly
Oh my
what I
God.
did. I soy pogged when I saw the Fire Emblem. I'm like, oh, the Fire Emblem! Oh, it's the Fire Emblem!
The One Piece is real. Oh my god! Whitebeard said Fire Emblem was weird. Oh my god, that's so funny. They're like, our franchise is dying. We gotta bring out the big gun.
Bring out
You
the Fire
thought
Emblem!
it was fake. Yeah, bring
Yeah.
out your biggest Fire Emblem.
Honestly, Awakenings is the only one I can think of that, like, directly, like, pulls out the Fire Emblem. Like, that's the only one in the franchise I can think of off the top of my head that's just like,
Yeah,
oh,
it
here's the
always-
Fire Emblem.
It always weirds me out when like Zelda has the Triforce like be physical, and it's not just like this weird manifestation that exists on their wrist or something.
Yeah.
like they're like in like Wind Waker, the Triforce is just sitting there, and you're like,
Yeah.
that's the Triforce, you know? Like it's the weird manifestation of an iconic thing. You're just like, I can't square this. Like, why is this here? This feels weird.
Wind
It feels like
Waker's
this should
funny.
be like ephemeral. I don't
Uh-huh.
know. You know what I mean?
It's just sitting there. Well, you have to
Yeah,
build
it's
it.
just
You have
sitting
to.
there.
You have to build the thing first, right? You have to go around to the stupid islands and build it, and then it's like sitting there, and then the king is like, "Oh, you know what we need? More water. Give me more water, please. Waiter, waiter, more water."
Oh, waiter, you forgot the water. Yeah. You know what this place needs? We need more cowbell. It's the more cowbell of Zelda games. Is
Yeah.
more,
Give me
So
more
good.
water.
I'm just picturing Christopher Walken as a Link now. That's good. That's good. We have too many Koroks on the island. We have to burn them. The Great Deku Tree. I can't even do a good Christopher Walken.
Yeah, that's
Anyway.
a fun game. No, I'm not playing that NSO. I refuse to play that NSO version of the game.
I played it yesterday. It's fine. It's a good-looking version of that game.
No, it's not. That HD,
It is.
that
It looks
HD
good. No, it looks
version is way better though. Like that
I don't
objectively,
need a freaking. I
objectively
don't need a
that
faster boat. I'm a big boy. I can drive my boat. It's fine.
that objectively that HD version just looks better.
No, I agree. I just don't need the faster boat. I don't really care.
I don't
The
care
whole
about the
game
faster
works fine.
boat. You can go as slow as you want on your boat. but the game looks better on the Wii U. Like, it just does.
We got the King of Red Lions over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess he goes like, oh, it's that meme where he goes,
Oh.
it's the King of Red Lions. Anyway, we're getting too far afield here. Anyway, I played a little bit of Wind Waker. It's fine. It looks just fine. It's actually like a more noticeable upgrade from the GameCube version. Like, it's not a bad looking version of the game.
Sure.
They do need to put out those 80 HD re-releases too, if not just for Twilight Princess. Because if they put GameCube Twilight Princess on there, I'm going to become a terrorist. Okay? Like, that's what's going to happen. I'm not going to be happy if they do that. Yeah. Anyway.
We need GameCube Twilight Princess, please, Nintendo. Please.
They're gonna put out Wii Twilight Princess and make you hate yourself. It's so funny. Like Wii
with the waggle. Yep. You can only use the waggle.
Link is right-handed, idiot. No, he's not. Stop.
No, he's not. Stop it. Stop it. Don't stop making right-handed.
Why is Twilight Princess backwards? This is horrible. Yeah.
That's the version of the game I grew up with. Was that Wii version? Actually, I didn't have the GameCube version.
Was it canon? Actually, was it the canon way to play it? If it wasn't left-handed Link, who's to say?
Don't think so.
Who can say?
No. They made Link right-handed again for Skyward Sword as well.
Yes, that's true. Yes, but there's not two versions of that game, obviously, because it's a Wii game.
Is Link right-handed in?
No, he's left-handed canonically.
In Breath of the Wild, is he right-handed?
I believe so. Yeah, he is because you use shields in your right hand. I think. I'm pretty sure you do.
I need a screenshot of this.
I'm pretty sure he's left-handed.
I'm picturing in my head now. I'm like, wait a second. Has he not been left-handed since Wind Waker?
Link is canonically left-handed.
Yes.
In most of their games.
In most of the games, he is. I agree with that.
That's why Twilight Princess was such a thing. Like, oh, they're making him right-handed.
He's right-handed in Breath of the Wild.
Is he really?
Yes.
I don't remember this.
I'm looking at the.
Okay, all right.
I'm looking at the key art right now, and he's got Master Sword in right hand, Hylian Shield in left hand.
Okay, I guess I never thought of that about that version of Link. So that's breaking tradition too.
So, when was the last time? Okay, now we need to know what the last time was, because I think the last time he was left-handed was.
Twilight.
Yeah, he's left-handed in Minish Cap. He's left-handed in Twilight Princess.
What about Link Between Worlds?
Between Worlds, he is left-handed.
Never let your left hand know
Technically,
what your right hand is doing.
That's right. But also, technically, Link's Awakening with the Toy Link was the last time Link was left-handed.
Okay.
He's left-handed in Link's Awakening, that remake with the Toy Link. But the last original game was that he was left-handed was technically Triforce Heroes, I guess.
Oh, that doesn't count. That's not.
But Link Between Worlds would be the last, main series one that he was left-handed.
Okay.
So. Skyward Sword, he's right-handed, and the Switch games, he's right-handed. Breath of the Wild.
I don't know why I never thought about that.
I didn't think about it in Breath of the Wild until you brought it up. I'm like, no, I distinctly remember him being right-handed.
Okay. Well, that's the thing. Like, I didn't know if I was right because I never thought about it in video games. Because he's always been left-handed.
Yeah.
But when they changed it, I never noticed it. I guess it doesn't matter that much, right? It matters specifically for the Wii Twilight Princess because they literally mirror flip that game to reflect that.
Yes.
Which is weird. Why would they do that?
It's kind of cool, though. It's kind of cool.
It is cool. Yeah. Like, you kind of play a remix of the same game, I guess. I just don't know why the necessity for that. Would it be easier than just, like, adapting mechanics or something? I don't know. Like, that's weird. Yeah. Anyway. Skyward Sword's a good game. It's not a great Zelda game, but it's a good game. It's got a great boss fight at the end, Skyward Sword, against Demise. That's a fun fight.
Oh, he's left-handed in Mario Kart 8. Even though he's that... Even though he's that Skyward Sword Link, they made him left-handed in Mario Kart 8.
Oh, they're not being consistent. Bring out the Hyrule Historia. The Hyrule Historia is so funny, dude. It's just fanfic for Zelda. They're like, Skyward Sword is actually the beginning of Zelda franchise where they are establishing the goddess Hylia. Like,
the timeline in Hyrule Historia is so funny. I love that
whoever wrote that book needs a nuclear weapon.
That's
like get a life.
I mean, but isn't that like canon? Like, isn't that Hyrule Historia canon?
Yes, they say it's canon, but I'm like, come on, get a life.
Hyrule
like, what are we doing?
Historia timeline.
Like, Nintendo themselves said they don't care about that stuff.
No, they don't. Like, they absolutely don't care about that stuff.
But they publish something saying that they do.
They do,
like, that, what?
Yeah, I just love how, like, because everyone loves Ocarina of Time so much, they make, like, Ocarina of Time, like, the one game where everything splits off.
Yes, they're like, the hero succeeds, the hero fails, and it's like this branching narrative between Ocarina.
Yeah,
you're
I'm
just
looking
like,
at it right now, yeah.
What
so
are we doing?
If he loses, then it goes to Link to the Past, and then Oracle of Seasons and Ages, then Awakening, then OG Legend of Zelda, and then Wand of Gamelon. No, I'm kidding. Adventure of Link.
They would never acknowledge that game. They would never do it. Oh my god, you're funny. You're so funny for that. That is so good. All-time joke right there. Oh my god. Wand of Gamelon.
You like have the deadpan delivery, like, and then Wand of Gamelon.
You just said it so matter of fact. I was like, oh, I heard that. Oh my god. Okay, so for people that don't know, the Wand of Gamelon is a horrific Philips CDI game that Nintendo did in co-development with Philips, I want to say.
That sounds right, yeah.
The game is horrid, apparently. Horrid. I've never played it, and I'm good. No one needs to play it. I don't know what you play that on.
There's Link, the Faces of Evil, and Zelda, the Wand of Gamelon. That's,
Well, excuse me, princess. And it's like over animated. It's okay. It's what Arzette is trying to emulate. Is that is what that is?
I need to play
Arzette's an actually good game.
I'd probably like that game.
Yeah, you would love that game. That game's awesome. Yeah. I played about half of it last year. I got to get back to it. That game rocks. But it's actually like an actually good game if they made good games in that style. Yeah, it's really good. Anyway, but I don't even know where we branched off of. Anyway, we were talking about Bravely Default. God, that's where we started. Then we got to the time.
Well, now I got to finish the timeline, so we're gonna finish the timeline.
Okay, sorry. Strap in. Wand of Gamelon, add that.
So Wand of Gamelon, that's probably somewhere in there, I'm sure. And Faces of Evil, but
oh my god.
So then it goes on for if Link goes back to being a child, then it goes to
right.
Because there's one split for him going back and becoming a child, and then there's one split for him staying as an adult.
Like Ocarina is like the
branch. And so if he stays as a child, then it goes Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess, and then Four Swords Adventures. Because the what do they call those? The Stalfos or whatever that teaches you like the different moves. People say that's the Ocarina of Time Link teaching you his moves, basically.
See, that's cool. That is cool. Like for headcanon, has that been said that
I have no idea.
Okay. But it'd be cool if like Nintendo gestured at that, but I also don't want people encouraging Hyrule Historia because it's just fanfic. Is what it feels like.
It basically is, and then there's that adult era, where
Ganondorf. The adult era. Ooh.
Yeah, Ganondorf. Ooh. Ganondorf ends up getting like out of prison, like Celestial Prison or whatever, Sacred Prison. I'm not sure. And,
prison for men prison.
Men prison, yeah. He goes to men prison, and then he's not.
He goes to men prison.
any longer.
For men, yes.
Well, listen. Most of the Gerudo are women, so there probably wouldn't
that's
have
what
to
I'm
be
saying.
a specific men
You
prison
joke.
for this Gerudo man, because he's like the one Gerudo man that there is, apparently.
It's got one cell. Yeah.
Miyamoto was like, yeah, I really like these women, so I'm gonna have like all of them be women, and then just one man's a man.
Just one dude. Just one dude. So yeah, the whole thing in Breath of the Wild, they like literally have to go out and create, which is interesting.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Yeah, they're like, men aren't allowed in the town, but like we go out and fuck, like it's kind of funny. They're like, you see them like walking around like Kakariko, or like, my boyfriend's here, like, can't come home with me, but we're.
Are they
chilling.
like?
So.
Would that make them like parasitic at that point? Like, is that like a?
No.
Like.
No.
I don't know. That's kind of a weird like phenomenon, like biologically speaking.
It's a cultural thing. Because
like there's no like men unless if it's like 1,000 or 100 or whatever many years pass, and then there's like one male Gerudo born. That's kind of how the thing works, and so like they're like some weird like.
So he wouldn't be
species.
He wouldn't be full Gerudo
compared to like a Hylian. No, he is full Gerudo because they.
How could it be full Gerudo?
Because they have one male born to them like every like 100 years or something like that, something stupid.
Right,
like
but
that.
if they're procreating with people outside their clan.
Oh yeah, I guess he wouldn't be
Gerudo.
full Gerudo. He'd be part like
you know what I'm
Hylian
saying?
or something. Yeah.
Something, yeah. So
unless if like else. I was saying, like if it's like a parasitic thing to where like no, just 100% of that Gerudo DNA gets pushed forward and there's no Hylian DNA whatsoever.
I guess.
Yeah.
But they would have to procreate, like outside of the clan.
Yes, but what I'm saying is, there it could be the way to where like that, like the
I see what you're saying.
The DNA from like the father is just like not there at all, and it's just the mother's
Star Wars,
DNA.
It's Star Wars midi-chlorians, but just for male genes.
Yeah,
that's all it is. Yeah,
man, Zelda lore is just so weird. This is why the Hyrule Historia is stupid, because it's just too weird. If you think about it too long, then it just gets weirder and weirder.
There's also the thing that he's green, also, and
in some games,
the Gerudo he's mostly green. Like and the Gerudo women are tan.
They're tan, yeah,
or orange.
Yeah.
So like. There is race mixing there. If we want to get like, I don't care about the Historia, but I kind of do about this. Like I kind of do. Like it's kind of fun to talk about. It's like talking about like
who's the green people that they would
or something.
Like did they find like a Koopa or something and just like get it on the Koopa?
Oh no, we can't do this. No, I do like talking about the weird genetic aspects of Nintendo characters. In weird ways, like, what is a Birdo? What the fuck is a Birdo? Like, it's a Yoshi and a what? A Shy Guy? Like, what is that? Like, what is that?
No.
The answer is a Japanese man writing on a sketchboard. But I want to know the actual.
A Birdo isn't even a Mario character. It's from some Japanese franchise, and Nintendo just stole it, from what I understand. Like, they stole all the characters from this like weird Japanese franchise, like. Shy Guys.
Okay, so Super Mario Brothers 2, it was not a remake. It was basically a direct rip of. Oh my god, I am
Doki Doki Panic or something.
Doki Panic.
Yeah.
Yes, Doki Doki Panic.
It's like that's like every like YouTube essayer's like first video is like, did you know that Super Mario Brothers 2 was originally Doki Doki Panic in Japan, and then they did a reskin of it because they thought that Super Mario Brothers 2 Japan was too difficult for Western audiences. Did you know?
Did you know that? I knew that because I read Wikipedia.
Because I'm so smart and I know how to Google.
My uncle works at Nintendo. Yeah, exactly. Dude, that's so funny. Yeah. Okay, so like I said, I do not care about Hyrule Historia, anything dumb like that. But I do care about, like, the genetic makeup of what a Mario is. Like, is because like he's in New Donk City. All right, we're gonna go down the rabbit hole. I don't give a fuck. Okay, he's in New Donk City, and there's people, right? But Mario's people. Is he weird Mushroom Kingdom people? Is he Brooklyn people? Is he New Donk City people? Who is Mario? What is people? Who is Mario? Like, that's what I'm saying to you. Like, I want to know the weird stuff about that. Because, like, in Mario Odyssey, he's standing next to a dude in a fedora. And he's just a little man. But he's like a freakish little man next to this biblically accurate Homo sapien. And it boggles the mind.
God himself comes down, he's like, this is the ideal man. Mario, you are a spawn of Satan. You are not my creation.
Oh my god. And then you have Pauline, who it was not human also. She's cartoonish like a Mario.
So what...
I have questions.
What are these people then? Because... Yeah, like, it worked for Sonic, right? When Sonic Adventure, when they had, like, the real people with Sonic. Because it didn't make you question what a Sonic was, right? We know what a Sonic is. But when you see the biblically accurate man standing next to Mario, it's like, well...
This is the thing. Sonic is a space alien, all right? We know this. He came from the planet Rockstar or whatever the heck
he's literally
from,
a space alien,
right?
yeah.
He's literally an alien. Everyone's cool with this. Everyone understands this. They say this in Sonic stuff.
Yes.
Mario just meets a biblically accurate dude and goes like, I'm also a human. You're
it's
like,
a me.
No, you're not.
No.
Yeah, it is a me, a man. No, it is not. You are a freak. This is a real man with a fedora.
He has a fedora on, so you know he's real. Mario, if you had a fedora on, we would know you're a real man, but you don't have a fedora.
He has a job playing the saxophone. He has a 4K, I'm sure, in New York, kind of. He's in New Donk City.
It's basically New York, yeah.
He's
so yeah,
jump rope.
So I do want to say I wasn't talking out my ass on the Shy Guys just being stolen from Doki Doki Panic. They literally are like a Doki Doki Panic character that is now just a Mario character because it was in this one US only thing. Now that's just a Mario character.
What about Phanto? Is Phanto a Doki Doki thing?
Is that the mask that flies around?
Yeah.
That's a Doki Doki thing. Yep.
Oh, so they really ripped. I didn't know that.
Yeah, even Wart was a Doki Doki thing. Like the final boss of that thing.
Wow.
He was a Doki.
That's
he was
crazy.
The final boss of that Doki Doki game. All they did was
crazy.
They left in all of the enemies and they just replaced all the characters in that game with Mario characters. That's all they did.
Weird.
Yep, left in
That's
all the
same
same
enemies. That's not a real game,
enemies.
though. That's not a real game. It existed in his mind. It's Subcon. That's not a real place. It's Subcon.
Yeah, that's true.
It's Subcon.
But
it exists in Mario's
It
brain.
exists in Mario's dream, but all those enemies show up again in all the rest of the Mario games. Like, they're in Mario 64. They're in, so they're real enemies.
Maybe he's dreaming about him and putting him in his own world.
Maybe he has schizophrenia, and every Shy Guy you see is a schizophrenic hallucination that Mario is having.
Mario is having Vietnam flashbacks of Shy Guys. That's good. I like where your head's at. Let's make the Mario Historia. What do you say? I think we should.
But hey, that's just a theory.
This is just the tip of the iceberg. Because Donkey Kong Bonanza is also retconning Pauline and Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
They're friends now, okay? And then also that calls into question who Jumpman is.
And why he was so adamant about taking Pauline away from Donkey Kong. Because she wanted to be with Donkey Kong.
Yes, that contradicts, yes. But also Jumpman is a different character to Mario because they show this in the Mario Brothers movie.
Yes.
Jumpman exists
made
in that movie.
Directly by Miyamoto, so that is canon. Anything in that movie is canon because Miyamoto is Mario's dad, so.
he cultivated that. He got on Twitter and he announced all the cast himself.
Yes.
And he said, "This is Miyamoto. I made the Mario.
This is
myself."
Chris Pratt's son. I'm very proud of Chris Pratt's son.
The donkey video where he's reacting to everybody's casting is so good.
I love that.
It's so
video.
good. I watch that from time to time and it makes me.
Yeah, it's so good.
But yeah, like we should make Mario Historia. I think we could do great work. With
Mario
I really do.
Story. Did
But
you
it's
know
so good.
that Super Mario Brothers 2 was Doki Doki?
You're tweaking. Your whole body's like, I'm getting into it. I love it. Oh my god. Okay, we have got to move on, or we are going to be way late on this thing. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Bravely Default. I played about 5 hours of it. It's good.
That's a really.
I
good
like
game.
it.
It's got a
I'm
great
going to be
soundtrack.
chipping. Yeah, it's a good soundtrack.
Yeah.
I don't love the characters yet, but I think I will. I think I
They'll
will.
grow on you.
Yeah. I think the voice acting is good. I like
Especially Ring a Bell. Ring a Bell takes a while to grow on you, but I really like Ring a Bell.
Yeah, I'm kind of there with Ring a Bell right now. I'm just kind of like this guy. But you get some Bryce Papenbrook in there. Yeah, Tizarier. So, there's some animated voice acting for you. I also think Agnes is annoying with her unacceptable stuff. I think that's lame. She goes like everyone's trying to help her. She's like, unacceptable. I'm like, shut up. Take the help.
I know. And also her voice acting it takes some getting used to. Yeah.
I think it's bad.
It takes some getting used to.
She talks like this. It is unacceptable. I even like her little fairy better. Like, Aerie is okay, but like, Anya's like, I hate everybody. I don't, no one should be burdened with this. I'm like, ugh, get out of here.
Just play through that game and get back to me on how much you like Aerie.
Oh, she's a bad guy. Okay, I understand. Anyway, let's continue. Bravely Default. Good game. I would be playing more of that. Aerie is not bad, but I have a feeling you planted a seed of doubt in my. Maybe Aerie is not all she seems. Maybe she's
a Chris fairy. She's a Chris fairy.
Aerie's a narc.
You gotta trust your Chris fairy. Always trust.
For the
Chris
Kaldisla government. No, they're good people.
Yeah. Yeah, we like the Kaldisla.
Anyway,
government. We support the Kaldisla government.
We do. Yeah. Support the Kaldislans. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Free Kaldisla. From the Eternian invasions. I think my brain just broke just now. I like full on heave there. Oh god.
No.
Oh fuck, we gotta continue. Alright. Let's talk about a bad video game.
I like bad video games. Let's talk about bad video
games.
games.
Let's talk about Demon's Souls. That game sucks.
It's so bad. It's a stinker.
It's not great. It's not great.
It has not aged well. It was great at its time, I'm sure. If that was your first Souls game, awesome.
I'm still getting over that. I'm sorry. I'm still getting over it. Alright. I gotta
But
all right.
This is truly the Souls-like of comedy.
Yeah.
The Dark Souls of comedy routines.
Let's go to break. All right, now that I've gotten my bearings, sorry, I was a mess there. We're gonna talk about a bad game. Don't look at me like that. Well, you've been playing Demon's Souls, and I've been playing Demon's Souls.
The Demon's Souls.
Yeah, Demon's Souls.
Demon's
Souls. I don't like. This game already starts bad because the mouthfeel for Demon's Souls is bad. Too many S's, I gotta say.
Is it an S?
Souls. It is. It is apostrophe S. Demon's. Yeah,
Demon's Souls. Weird.
I hate the way that comes off the tongue. I hate it. Not good. Anyway, I will talk a little bit about this because I played this today, and you have more to say. So, I'll talk about what my day was like with Demon's Souls. So, I played about an hour of this today, right? Coming back to it, I'm like, okay, I'm 5 hours. I've beaten like the spider boss and penetrator, whatever, like all the big guys at the beginning. of the very beginning of the palace, the military stuff. And I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna keep going, you know. And they have those dummies with the gout and the freaking axes, you know, like time the I don't even know what they're called, but there's like 4 or 5 of them at the beginning of that game, and like they reuse that model over and over.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
It's kind of annoying. And I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna just play like a FromSoft game. And wouldn't you know it, I'm just getting jumped left and right by fools. Like, dude,
that's a shield up
around.
game. Even I play that game with a shield, and I don't play these games with a shield, but I play that game shield up.
Oh yeah, I'm walking around like this, like nuh-uh, you know.
Yeah.
There's dudes coming up, they will gank you and they will.
Yeah, they always like the hollows in this game. They always charge right at you, and they have an attack like readied as they're like a jumping attack. And you can't even do jumping attacks yourself in that game. Only the enemies can do jumping attacks.
Yeah, not
there's
just
no
that.
There's
like,
no jumping at all in that game. Like it doesn't even have like the rudimentary jumping that Dark Souls has. There's no jumping in that game.
And there's also there is mantling slightly, but like there's no jumping.
Yeah, there's slight mantling. Yep.
Light mantling. And another thing I noticed too that they have a guard break attack, like a attack that they pull out and it just breaks your guard. Doesn't matter if your stamina's up or not. It doesn't matter. Like, it is just a mechanic that they can bust out and just, bah! And you're like, whoa! Like, you do the whole, like, that, and they just get you. And you're just like, man, this is pissing me off. Like, it is, fighting 2 people at the same time in this game it's a problem. Even on basic enemies.
So, what kind of build are you using?
I'm just going full strength like I always do.
Yeah.
Full strength, shield up.
Did you get the bastard sword in the Boletaria?
Yep, I got the bastard.
Yeah.
Yep, I got the bastard sword. I mean, I'm going, dude. I am dude on the box art pretty much. Like
that's actually what I'm doing is dude on the box art.
Right.
I'm just using that long sword and shield that you start with. I'm just upgrading those.
I have the bastard sword, but I also have a bigger shield because I needed a bigger shield.
Did you get that purple flame shield or?
I don't know. It's a big rectangle shield. I don't remember what the name is. I'll have to actually check. I mean, I can actually look at this. But I've been using that and it's been okay. But like I said, they do that guard break attack. I just don't know. I'm like, this is killing me. Like I can't do it. And I've been on this same like stretch. We were trying to go up a bunch of stairs in the passageways, and then there's these guys coming left or right on you all the way.
So you're in Boletaria still?
I am in Boletaria.
Okay.
I beat the shield guy or whatever. I did it kind of out of order. I did like the spider guy first, and then I came back and did him, something like that.
Oh, okay. So you went back to Boletaria then?
I went back to Boletaria.
Okay.
Yeah. And I finished the mines basically.
Yeah.
I did that first because you can. This has a level select, right?
You can just
not like,
can you just finish the mines like all the way like?
No. So that's the thing about Demon Souls is that I think everything is progress gated.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Like you have to reach specific points in each sector, I think, to continue. I want to say that's the case. And so it feels like a bigger world when it's really not. It's just level, right? And yeah, I was having a problem where I was just like, I was just getting jumped, dude, like left and right. Like I was getting 3-4 guys on top of me. I beat a pretty tough enemy. The red flame knights. I forget they suck. They're the worst. They have like a 4-hit combo that melts your stamina and they just kill you. But I got past a couple of those, no problem. And then I get jumped by 8 guys, like in Boletaria. I'm like, this just sucks, you know? And there's no good way to handle it because they're just like, oh, slow down, take your time, be patient. I'm like, how am I going to be patient when there's 8 fools coming at me? They're all like, they're hitting a level trigger where I'm like, I'm passing a threshold and there's 8 of them going like that. I was like, this sucks, man. I don't know if I like this.
I distinctly remember the first time I tried to play this game. I decided to just keep going, like, after beating that phalanx in, like, in Boletaria. So I got to the next area, and all of a sudden there was none of the nothing was loaded in the next area, and I was standing on top of nothing.
And you're playing on PS3.
Yeah,
I'm
this
playing the PS5
was
remake.
Mm-hmm. Well, this was an old PS3 that I was like just given to me by like an old coworker. They didn't have any use for it, but long story short, the thing had a bad like graphics card or something, and it just like it would crash even in like that opening like FMV sort of thing. So I'd have to always skip that opening FMV, otherwise it would crash. And then I got past like that first that first area, and then when I tried to get to the second area, it would crash. I'm like, okay, I just need to throw this thing out. But now that I have a working PS3, it's working just fine. But it's just a funny thing that happened the first time I tried to play through this.
Gotcha.
But yeah, no, I've gotten about halfway through this game. Multiple times. The last time I did it, I was actually doing a Moonlight Greatsword build. It's kind of interesting in this game because it's actually faith-based, whereas the other ones, it's intelligence-based, so... But, the, now I'm doing, like, the box art build like I did in Dark Souls 1, so we're gonna see how that works out.
Mm-hmm. Right, yeah, I always play strength builds in these games.
That's probably the way to be.
Yeah. Let me see what shield... I'm pulling up my... It's just the steel shield. That's what I'm rocking right now. I was looking at my dude. But yeah, I want to get to a point where I finish this game because it hung over me since it came out. Especially the remake.
Yeah.
I wanted to play it on PS3, but like... I don't know. The PS5 remake came out. I'm like... If I'm going to play it, I'm just going to play it the best way I can. I would prefer to play it on the PS3.
That PS3 version, I think it looks better, and you
think so? Okay.
Yeah, I don't like the art direction that they went with the PS5 version.
I mean, I
think it
PS3.
lost.
Maybe
I think it lost some pieces of that art direction there. It just doesn't quite look like a FromSoft Souls game.
Yeah, it's very I don't know. It seems very like generic fantasy to me what they did.
Yeah,
a little bit. They're modernizing like classic From designs too. Which I love. Yeah, I don't know. I'm very mixed on the whole affair. But yeah, my main issue with this game is just. Well, my main issue. There's multiple issues I have. Coalesce into this big hole. We mentioned it. There's too many gimmick fights. Every boss fight's a gimmick.
Yeah.
It's this game is so intent on going, aha, I got you. Yep. That's not fun. Like, it is not interested in having you at all. And I think that sucks. I think it feels malicious, you know. It's a game that feels malicious. Like, unlike Dark Souls, where it's just like, we're unfurling this world around you, and you learn from your mistakes. Like, that's how that game feels. This game is not like that. It is a bully. It's like, dude, the worse you are at this game, the worse it's going to be. Health is going to be halved. There's only a few ways to go about doing any given thing. Nut up or shut up. Like, that's how Demon Souls feel. And it's just very, I don't know, it's just brutal in a not fun way. Which is so out of step from soft stuff. They have become the masters of this thing, you know. I would love to see them come back and just rejigger. They never will. So, like if they were to remaster it, that would be sick. And like make actual quality of life. But as it stands, the PS5 remake, done by Blue specifically, the Metal Gear Solid HD collections for 2 and 3, and they also did the Shadow of the Colossus stuff, where people also complained about the art too being changed. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm very negative on my time with this game so far. I played 6 hours. It says I'm 30% on PS5. Who knows if that's real or not? I don't know. The time count sometimes. But I've tried multiple times to play. This will be my second or third time trying to push through Demon Souls, but yeah, not a huge fan of it, really.
Yeah,
So
I kind of like the Maiden in Black character in this.
yeah, she's a cool like firekeeper stand-in.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah, like the whenever you're like leveling up, she's like, "Soul of the mind, key to life's ether, soul of the lost,
Right.
withdrawn from its vessel." It's pretty good. It's not as good as Bear or Seek Seek Less. That's easily the best line in a FromSoft game, but
What's that two? Of course, you'd say
it's
that.
when you're
I like the Dark
skipping
Souls.
through the dialogue of the Emerald Herald. She's like, "Bear, Seek Seek Less."
Oh, funny.
Because you have to mash through her dialogue in order to like level up, and so she's always like,
That's
"Bear,
funny.
seek less."
I like the firekeeper from Dark Souls 3. She's cool too. She's also
like
in
that
Elden Ring, as like the Duchess. Like they do that whole mask thing with her, which is cool. They basically do that firekeeper stuff slightly.
I guess, yeah. It harkens back.
They
to it, I
they
guess.
it's
yeah.
reminiscent. It's reminiscent at the very least.
Yeah.
But yeah, on the whole, Demon Souls, I will finish it because that's what we want to do.
I would like to like that
But I
game.
don't know
I
if-
really would, but I just can't bring myself to
I-
like that game.
I'm going to muscle through it. I'm just
Yeah.
even if I have to choose it, I'm this game, and we're going to talk about it.
There's
We're
just
going to talk about all the problems.
not a lot interesting happening in that game compared to their other games. That's like
Yeah, I
the
agree.
biggest gripe I have with it.
It's the prototype, man. Like
Yeah.
it feels that way too.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's also like it's so its own thing. Like it's not even a Dark Souls thing. Like it's so its own lore and like it doesn't even have lore. You know, like all that stuff started with Dark. There is some stuff.
Yeah,
you
there's
really wanna
some
dive in,
lore
but-
if you dive in, but it
Nobody cares about Demon Souls lore though. Like
No.
nobody cares. You know, and they also I don't think they care either. You know,
Not
like
really.
it doesn't feel that way. There's like a lot of institutional knowledge people have with Dark Souls as a franchise because of how many entries, right? And yeah, it's just interesting to see how sequestered Demon's Souls from the other games, you know?
yeah.
Because even Elden Ring has a lot of like Dark Souls-ness in it, you know? Like very much so.
Yep.
Dark Souls, it's more apparent than ever. Like it makes it look beacon of like we learned from our mistakes, like literally. Like
Yeah.
we made a way better game in everything.
Yeah.
Like there's a reason that game took off, and I think that's the right choice. You know.
Yeah, Demon Souls, you know, it like I've said, it would have been revolutionary when it came out, and I'm sure a lot of people liked that game or hated that game whenever that game.
It won GameSpot's Game of the Year that year, so
and I think it deserved
that's a
it.
big
I
deal.
think it really did deserve it back then, before Dark Souls existed. I believe that game deserved a Game of the Year, but
no, Demon Souls won Game of the Year.
that's what I
I'm
mean.
saying.
Yeah, Demon Souls
Okay.
deserved a Game of the Year back before Dark Souls existed, but I think now it
that
hasn't
helped
aged.
with the notoriety too. I think that
Mhm.
helped with like making a more mainstream push to go like, hey, GameSpot, like people are paying attention to this sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like once Dark Souls hit, people were actually looking.
Yep.
So, yeah, I agree with you. I agree. I
That game's
I
just so hard to
appreciate
go
that
back
it's the
to.
start.
Yeah.
It is. I appreciate that it's the start of something, but I don't appreciate the content
Just like
necessarily.
the level design is just not interesting. The trash mobs aren't interesting. The bosses aren't interesting. Nothing about the game is really interesting.
No, like the thing about FromSoft that I love so much is that world building, that exploration aspect. Like this game has none of that.
No.
Like none of that.
You just
feeling
go on like
at
a
all.
straight path to your next thing, and
Yeah.
you're getting ganked by like 10 guys on the way there.
yeah, shield up the game. Like, you're not
Yeah,
lying.
you have to shield up in that game. Like, they do not come at you one at a time like in other games. They just all rush you at once.
Right, for sure. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of it, but we'll muscle through it somehow.
But yeah, like, you and I, we recently played through Dark Souls 1. And
Yeah,
you could probably count how many times I actually used my shield that I had. Like,
I don't remember you doing it. Let's put it that way.
I had it because I was doing that build, but I mainly was just like either using it for parrying or for two-handing. I was just two-handing my sword, and
I can't believe you played through the game that way. Oh my god,
it was funny.
so funny. It was very funny. Yeah.
But now I'm doing that same playthrough in Demon Souls, and I'm actually using the shield. I'm like, I have to use this thing, or I will just die. Like, these guys don't pull any punches whatsoever. You have to shield up.
They'll hit through your shield too, and like
Yeah.
the hit detection in this game is suspect.
Yeah.
You're like, I was definitely blocking there, and it hit me. Like, I was definitely blocking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you, for sure. We'll get through it at some point. I'm going to chip away at it where I can. Because we want to have that extent of coverage. We want to cover. So, I mean, it is a small blemish on a catalog, for the most part. I mean, I would definitely play Dark Souls 2 over this. 100%.
Yeah.
I would play Dark Souls 2.
Yeah, Dark Souls 2 is way better than this game.
Well, I mean, just for me, as someone that doesn't even like Dark Souls 2,
Yeah.
I prefer it over this.
Yeah. It's just a better game.
I put
than this.
I put a combined 40 or 50 hours in Dark Souls 2. Get into it over years, right?
Yeah. Dark Souls 2 doesn't
6 hours.
feel like a chore to get through, I don't think. Like, I don't think it could feel a chore compared to, like, Demon Souls feels like a chore to get through sometimes. Like,
Right. Yeah, for sure. Well, we'll kind of go through it. We want to play through Bloodborne, Dark Souls 2 pretty soon too.
yeah.
Once we get to a good spot to play some old stuff, I think we'll get there. But yeah, I'll talk about a couple of things I've been playing, because a couple little bits, and then I want to hear about your stuff. Like, you're talking magic stuff with Sonic, and then Project Diva.
Before that, we're going to have to take one more quick break.
Sure. We're back. I played a little bit of other stuff. I want to kind of talk about tidbits. More Blasphemous on Switch 2, I should say. Good game. I don't know how much more I'll play of it, really. I just kind of wanted to dabble with it,
Yeah.
One of those things where you go like, I want to check this thing out. It's been a while, It's kind of how Blasphemous has been for me. I like it. I like the imagery in that game. I like playing it in Spanish. It's really cool that way. But yeah, it's trying to be a Metroidvania, but also a Souls-like, and I don't think it's particularly good at either. And also the movement feels kind of clunky. So I don't know. It's a good game. It's not a great game. And I have some problems with it. But yeah, Blasphemous is fun. Just a little check in there. So we'll see how far I get on that thing. A new little indie game I started was Floppy Nights, and I think you would like it specifically. It's a fun game. It's from Rose City Games, I want to say, or they at least published it. I think they did Garden Story Publishing, maybe. I think they published Rose City. But anyway, it is Fire Emblem by way of Slay the Spire. It's cool. It's a very cool game.
I probably like that.
A very cool game. Yep, it's grid-based. It's a grid-based game. It's okay. So it's Slay the Spire, Fire Emblem, but also Plants vs Zombies.
Ooh.
Also this.
We like Plants vs Zombies.
In theming and also in like tactical wherewithal that feels this way.
So
I
you
think
got Crazy Dave, and he's like, rah, 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 rah.
Yeah. It's not as mechanically dense as those games, but it's gesturing at that, and I think it does a pretty good job with what it's doing. The Slay the Spireness is you're selecting cards and applying it to whatever unit, and you're moving in a certain direction. That's how it feels. It's super fun. I think you would really dig this thing. You should take a look at it.
Does it have walnut bowling?
No, it does not have walnut.
No walnut bowling? No. I don't know.
But you use like plant-based people to attack for you.
Plant-based
For the most part, this might change. I don't know. But it seems like you're using cactuses and you're using flowers and you're using seeds to attack.
Sunflowers?
Not that I've seen. I wouldn't rule it out. I wouldn't rule it out. But yeah, it's super fun, and I know you like Fire Emblem. It feels very akin to that. It's nice to like chip away at each mission because they have all these like mission parameters. It's like it reminds me of Into the Breach this way, where it has like if you hit this mission parameter, you'll get like more money for this thing to put towards the next stage, right? Like extra bonus objectives once you get those done, and it has like a nice like check mark every time you do something. Like you finish an entire set, you move on. I 100% the first like area, which is fun, and I'm kind of like picking away at it when I'm in between other stuff. It's a good game, man. I really like it. I'm such a sucker for these tactical puzzle games. I love optimizing these sort of things.
Nice.
Yeah, it took me by surprise. I just saw it on Switch. It was on Game Pass initially that I saw it. I was like, this looks interesting. Never got to it. Saw it on sale on Switch, and I was like, I'm getting this. And I played it, and I'm like, this is great. Great little game. Great little indie game. Floppy Nights is what it's called. Floppy Nights. I think you would dig it specifically. So, who's got time though, right? One day, maybe if you see it on a Steam sale, pick it up. So,
Floppy
yeah.
disk.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you use like you're like using floppy disks to like start the game and stuff.
Oh, that's funny.
Like in world, yeah, it's a good time. You have like this power glove that you're using. You're putting floppy disks in it. So, yeah, it's fun. Yeah, Floppy Nights is great. So just a little Switch check-in before we talk about your stuff. So, yeah, so what do you want to start with? Do you want to start with Sonic Magic the Gathering, or do you want to sell me on the Project Diva controls again? Because I'm listening this time. Pick your poison. Pick your poison.
We can start with the Sonic the Hedgehog stuff. It'll be brief.
Save the best for last, all right?
Yeah.
I understand.
They put the spiky hedgehog guy in the Magic the Gathering, so I've got that ordered and on the way. So it's gonna be basically a set of mechanically unique cards for like the main cast of Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Shadow, and Eggman have mechanically unique cards, and then they've got like reprints of good all around Magic the Gathering cards basically with the Sonic characters on them. So
Gotcha.
It'll be fun to have those. Don't really know what I'm gonna do with them yet. I haven't really thought about that game in a bit in terms of like deck building and things like that. So
So the Fortnite-ification of Magic continues, is what I hear.
Yes. The game is just Fortnite now. That's like it's a dying game. It will be dead probably within the next few years or so due to power creep. So
yeah. That's fun. That's how Fortnite gets also. They have to reset the fundamentals of that game all the time.
They're probably they did just ban 6 cards in their standard format. None of those cards were actually from the Fortnite-ification. That was just from like them pushing the power level a bit too much in their normal sets, but the point still stands that they are pushing power levels like crazy in that game.
Sure.
But
it's over 9,000. Yeah.
Real. That'll be when they do the Dragon Ball crossover, the inevitable Dragon Ball crossover.
Oh, then you really got me. Then I'll get into Magic. I'll get into Magic for that, for sure. Show me a Tien Shinhan Magic card. I'll get in there. Tien is the guy with 3 eyes, by the way. Just letting you know.
Oh, I wouldn't have known. I would have had no idea.
Oh, he doesn't know. Oh.
I do not know. And then, the other thing I tried to sell you on the other day, which I think you were the least enthused about hearing about that I've ever seen you. Like, you were just dead inside after hearing that. Like,
I don't know. Okay, I can't. let me defend myself a little bit. I think I was doing something when you told me
Probably.
this. And it might have come off as like, that's really cool. No.
Yeah. Like, oh my god.
I think it came off pretty poor. I
Yeah,
apologize.
no, it was funny, but
This is what I was doing. You were telling me this, and I was optimizing my loadout in Death Stranding 2 to go on a very long delivery. And I was plotting my course through BT infested lands. And you said that, and I was like, that's sick, man. And you're like, whoa. It's like, oh no, what did I do?
So
you were giving it to me there. I was like, damn, I got
basically modders in Project Diva Mega Mix Plus on PC have backported the old rhythm gameplay from the console games into this newer game, so you can just play a lot of songs, and they've like ported back charts from those older games to coincide with it, so you can just play a lot of those older songs with the older charts using the older rhythm game controls, basically. So and that's cool. That's just more of the game is now available, basically.
That's good. Yeah, okay. So yeah, that part I missed too. Yeah, I didn't know that was the case. That's awesome.
So there's just more game to play now, basically. Bad news with that is I think that any extreme clears I do in that mode don't count toward my achievements, so I need to not do extreme clears in that, sadly. I need to do them in in the normal mode, but that's fine. I'll still get to my extreme clears eventually, but yeah, so that's basically, I've just been dabbling with that game again here and there, so.
Okay. Yeah, Project Diva. The grind continues for the extreme clear Steam achievement, right? Is that right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Good. The hunt still continues for the
Yep.
for the coveted hardware.
We'll get there eventually.
We'll get there. What we're not going to do this week, we're not doing that topic because I'm being real. We did the Astoria. That was this week.
That was our topic.
Save
the Mario Historia was our topic. Well,
yeah, we rambling about the story of Nintendo. That's the topic this week. Enjoy the fun bit. We're going to talk about our top 5 games of all time, 2025 edition, next pod. We'll do that next pod.
2025 edition.
All
time
didn't
happen in... Oh, okay. I'm like, all of time didn't happen this year. We're not on that theory of, like...
Our respective all-time lists change year.
Yeah.
2025 edition is a check-in to this.
Have you heard that theory? That's like, what if we just, came into existence just now, and then... Yeah. It's like that, but like... Life just started in 2025. There was no 2024.
Shower thoughts, man. Dude, could you? We don't even know what a meme is. What? Oh my god. But anyway, yeah.
It's a meme.
We'll get to the... Yeah, you gotta do that face. It's good. So, this is our show. I'm cutting that shit out. We'll do it next time. So, let's talk about what we've been looking at. I don't think you've been doing a lot of this stuff because you've been moving. I've got right?
I've got a couple things I've actually.
But yeah, I basically put in like if you got something to talk about it, right? Yeah. So go ahead.
Yeah. Couple of things that I want to highlight. Dr. Stone's airing again, so I watched the first season of that, or the first episode of that, and it's great. So I did that thing that you do when you go to eat a meal, like right before you have a lot of like work you have to do. In this case, I had a lot of packing I had to do. Now I'm like, oh, here's this random show that looks not interesting in the slightest. It's probably going to be a crappy show. I'm just going to watch an episode of this while I eat, and then I'm going to get to packing. Well, turns out I found a really, really mechanics-dense fantasy anime, and I got, instantly hooked. It was,
What's it called?
I was reincarnated as the 7th prince so I can take my time perfecting my magical ability.
Whoever wrote that title deserves to be shot for his crime.
So, yeah, I'm watching this thing and like they...
Does he work for Square Enix and did he name a Kingdom Hearts game? Like, that's what it feels like.
Basically, but it's basically like this guy is like he's like going to this mage school and he sucks as a mage but he loves magic, and then some nobles come up to him and they're like, hey, we don't like you so we're gonna kill you now, and then he gets killed and gets reincarnated, and then he's like the 7th prince and he like has like all this super powerful mana now, and so he can do whatever he wants basically and do all the magic that he wants to. And so yes, he's overpowered, so they're like any conflict, it's like, yeah, he'll get through it because he's overpowered. But the trick with this show is that they go in depth into the mechanics of the magic system. They explain the magic system. They explain
I like that.
What building blocks are part of the magic system. They explain, variations you can do on the magic system, how the magic system layers upon itself, and...
Don't tell me this. It sounds too good.
I know. It got way too good for, like, this, like, stupid show, like, that has, like, this little boy character as, like, the main character, and he's, like, all, like, dolled up to look all like cutesy and stuff, and then like they have like the big chested like maid like lady that's like his attendant, and then they've got like this other like big chested lady that follows him around that's like a monk lady, like a fighter.
I see why you're watching this show. I get it. All right.
Yeah, it's the adult women fetish, but
it's the adult women fetish. Oh, get out of here.
But yeah, it's got like the amount of like horny stuff to where it's like, not really that like distracting from the main thing in my opinion. But like it's just so honed in on like the one thing. It's like, yeah, this is how our magic system works, and every episode is just going to be about expanding on this magic system and like showing what all it can do, and showing the protagonist figuring this out and figuring out every building block of this magic system and bringing them all into one cohesive like whole, essentially, and using them.
I am looking at the characters for this show on Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
You are not lying.
No.
Kyle looks like a little boy.
Yes.
And there are 2 ample-bosomed women on the cover.
Yes. That is the characters of the show. The characters' designs are out there, especially the main character.
Yeah.
But
does Xenoblade guy work on this? That's what it looks like.
Basically. Xenoblade 2 guy probably, but
Xenoblade 2, not 1.
It was just a mechanics thing, and so they've actually got the 2nd season airing this season, so I've actually been watching that. Yeah. But
this is my watch list. Why not?
Give it like 1 or 2 episodes, and if it doesn't click, then that's fine. But it's kind of something that I just liked. And so I'm talking about it, not to like recommend it to anyone. I don't even think anyone else besides a freak like me would like this thing, but it's just so mechanics dense. Like, if you don't want the mechanics of this thing, if you want like lore or like world building or something like that, you're not really going to get that here. It's just mechanics. So
give me the gritty stuff. I like that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So
Yeah, I added that. So you got me to convinced me to watch an episode. So
Fair enough. Yeah, and then they've got Apocalypse Bringer Minogra. World Conquest starts with the Civilization of Ruin. That's an isekai that I'm watching. And
Whoa, that's the whole title?
That's the whole title. That's the whole title.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I thought you were just talking about it at that point. I was like,
no. That's
insane.
That's the whole title of that one, and so that's an isekai that I'm watching. And it's only had 2 episodes so far, but I've liked it quite a bit. It's just like a guy gets isekai into his favorite strategy game, basically. So it's fun. It's another like mechanics one. It's not as like mechanics deep as Seventh Prince, but it's still mechanics deep enough from like, yeah, I'll watch this thing.
I like mechanics deep. Hunter x Hunter is my favorite power system. So
yeah. So those are kind of the things I've been watching mainly. So just a couple of isekais that I picked up, and one that I accidentally got hooked on. Like I binge watched like half that like first season, like after watching that first episode, because I'm like, oh no, they're getting deep into the mechanics of the power system.
Oh my god, that's cool. Yeah, I'll check out definitely that first one. We'll see what
go for it.
See what I think about this Seventh Prince.
You're gonna call me a freak probably after you watch that, because
we'll see. My tolerance for anime is pretty high.
That's fair. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not watching Konosuba or anything. Like that's not my thing. But you know,
Konosuba. I mean, it doesn't get that crazy, but I'd say this gets less crazy than Konosuba.
Pretty edgy though. It's pretty edgy.
Yeah. This gets close to Konosuba, but doesn't quite get to Konosuba levels. But
Konosuba is like dudes with breasts in his face all the time. Like that's which you know, live that life, brother. I'm all about it myself. Yeah. But I'm just saying, you know, I'm a 27-year-old man. I don't need it. You know. Like, I just don't my needs get met some other ways, right? I don't need to watch anime.
I mean, it might not be for you if like the Seventh Prince might not be for you because it's got like scenes like that. But I mean, I'm not really watching it for that crap.
Let me tell you, it's probably not for me, but I will try it. I will try it.
I wasn't trying to sell you on this thing. Is basically what I'm saying. I wasn't trying to sell anyone on this thing. It's just something
I will watch an episode of anything.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, I will go for it. We'll check it out.
At least tell me what you think of the demon battle at the end of it, because the demon battle is pretty cool at the end of that first episode. So.
Sick, I'll do that. Yeah. I'll try to do that if I can. Yeah, watch it. But yeah, sorry. Anything else beside those two?
Well, I think we've both watched Superman.
Yeah, we did. Both of us did. Yeah, what did you think of that?
Yeah, I liked it. It was good. It's real good.
Yeah, it's very good.
It's a good reboot for that franchise. I think it needed that reboot. It's a really real Superman. I think. So. Yeah,
I like how earnest he is. He's a very earnest Superman. He's a very innocent Superman in a lot of ways. I think they get the character right. They get the character right. They cast him perfectly. Yeah. I have issues structurally with that movie, which is what I brought up to you. It almost bends but doesn't snap, and I think it's because of the strength of that core cast. It carries it through. Lois, Lex, and Clark are so perfectly cast.
Yeah,
they save all of it. Like they really do. And also all the bit players are good. Like Mr. Terrific, highlight of the movie.
Yeah,
he's great. Eddie Gathegi's amazing. I love Guy Gardner too. Like the Green Lantern, very funny. He's insufferable, which is perfect.
Yep, that's probably the best Green Lantern they've ever done. Just because he's so insufferable. It is the best
Guy Gardner
so
for
funny.
Sure. Like he's so Guy Gardner. It's insane. Yeah. And yeah, like it feels like its own movie. Like I don't have to do a whole lot of homework. You know what I mean? Yeah. I wish there was more setup for the main conflict with the movie, which is very political. But you know, it's pretty good. Like I think it's a solid 8, if not a 7.5. Like if I was doing a top 10 scale, I really liked it a lot. Yeah, I like how the end credit scenes, like it wasn't teasing anything either, really. It just had like a funny joke in the final credit, which is good. Like it's refreshing not to do all this homework for something to just sit down and watch. And I hope that the DC stuff doesn't become that. I hope they just make movies and they have characters that they share. I think that'd be fun. Yeah. Just don't make it a whole through line a lot of the time. I think you'll be good.
It's got to be the extended universe DC connected extended universe.
Marvel has become so unwieldy, though, at this point, in terms of its format. Like, they're having problems with Doomsday right now. Like, big problems.
Oh, really?
Like, they're shooting they're like... I've heard they're 50% through that movie shooting, and they're having script problems. Like, they're doing reshoots for stuff they haven't filmed yet. Or finished filming yet. So... they're basically trying to make that movie work, and it's not working in some ways. And it'll come out and it'll be fine, I'm sure. But like stuff like that, like you got to have a solid script to start, and that's not what's going on there, right? They're flying the plane as it's being built.
They've got that Disney telling them like we need this now.
Content mill, pump it out. Put out the movie so we can put Thunderbolts on Disney Plus, stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know. Like, Superman was very good. It's a very good time. It took me about 30 minutes to get really into it, though. I was like, I'm ready for things to happen. And then when it starts happening, you're like, I had a good time. It was a good time. I liked the movie a lot. It was good fun. I also saw it in IMAX, too. Pretty cool in IMAX. Not bad. Little bits and pieces, more One Piece here and there. I'm barely watching anything. I'm going to be honest with you. I've been playing so many video games. Way too much WWE. My wife has become a wrestling fiend. All she wants to watch is wrestling. And I like wrestling. I like wrestling a lot. She loves wrestling so much. We watch every wrestling bit we can. We were watching all the pay-per-views. We'll put it that way.
Yeah.
So, and then we're watching the off-season NFL documentaries that we always watch. There's like Hard Knocks, and Netflix does some stuff. I'm a football fan, really only. I don't like any other sport really, so I kind of get invested in that stuff in the off-season, which is a good time. But that's really it. That's it for me on the TV front. I think that's a podcast. We did it again. We did it yet again. We solved the Nintendo Historia.
So I don't know if this is a podcast at this point. This is like a ramble cast.
Ramblecast? I've heard of a Ramblecast. Those are good sometimes.
Sometimes.
I don't know. We're just working out stuff, man, about Nintendo.
We're working out our inner demons is what we're doing. Let's be real.
What is a birdo, and can you explain it to me?
Listen, you're not going to like it if I explain that one to you.
I know I'm not going to like it. You got a big ass hole in your face. Anyway. He's been Yoshi, I've been Birdo, and this has been a podcast. Thanks for joining us. Love you guys. Play Donkey Kong. Good game.
Yoshi.
Bye-bye.